Yo, I gotta get out the comment section, man. Good morning, people. Yeah, yeah. I'm over here on my phone. I'm supposed to go live, but 30 seconds ago, man. Golly. Make sure everything right. Everything is good. Everything is good. You know what I mean? I have to check everything, man. Make sure everything is everything. Muddy in the building. Stop playing with Muddy. Stop playing with him. Cameron in the building. Good morning. Stop playing with him. Stop playing with him. They in the building, Sonny. Good morning, y'all. Stand on the media, man. We in the building, man. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know if they know what it means. I don't think they understand. We know what we talking about. What we talking about. When we talking about what we talking about. I don't even think they understand this here. Muddy, what's going on with him, Muddy? Muddy, you need to wash your feet. I keep trying to tell you every morning, bro. When you get up in the morning, it is mandatory that you wash your feet. I don't know why in the hell you be walking on swamp water at night and don't think you can. You don't need to wash the bottom of your crusty ass feet, Muddy. I'm getting tired of this. Don't have me have to scold you in front of these people. You know I don't like to do that. You know what I'm saying? Just get it together. Hygiene is important. Salute to my man Muddy. D Twins is in the building. Good morning, bro. Yeah, man. Should we let this run CS2 back? Somebody tell me in the comment section to cut the music. Y'all want to get right to it? Cut the ish, get right to it? Let me know if y'all want me to run this CS2 back. You know what I'm saying? That's what we doing over here. What we doing over here? Let me hit this energy drink. Sugar free, by the way. Yep, sugar free, by the way. I seen a lot of people in the comment section. They was complaining about me eating while I was recording yesterday for the first time. You know what I'm saying? I did over 100 videos, and the one time I did it, boy, you can call me Coles because they raked the shit out of me in the comment section. Golly. They Muhammad Ali me, bro. We let it run CS2 back too many times. We gonna cut it after this. Good morning, y'all. That's what I'm saying, man. Soundboard doing what the soundboard do. Michael Hawkins. Salute to you, bro. I ain't seen you in a couple of moons in many summers. Was you on the live yesterday? You probably was. I'm just on here capping. Everybody else capping. I mean, shit. Can I cap a little bit? Is it cool for me to cap a little bit? You know, look, man. I'm gonna tell you right now. I normally don't work on Saturdays doing content, so you ain't about to get the political correct, nigga. Not this morning. Yeah, not this morning. You gonna get the, hey homie, come over, man. We gonna put one in the air. Figure it out how we gonna get to this bag today. Morning, that's what you gonna get. You know what I'm saying? But good morning to the beautiful people. Man, there's a lot going on in these YouTube streets. And every day. It's every day something going on. Golly. Salute the Brick baby too, man. Salute the Brick, free Brick, free Big U, free Loose Cannon, free the guys. That's what they all say. Free the guys, free the guys, free the guys. Look, when I say it right, I don't wish jail on nobody. I've been to jail. The ones who've been to jail understand that. You know, so I don't want to be a hypocrite and sit here and say, man, I want to see these people behind bars and all that, blah, blah, blah. Because that wouldn't be true. You know, jail is not the place. Now, do people deserve to go there? Yeah, they do. That don't mean that I want you there. I'm just saying, you know, we not animals, man, but sometimes I guess we do act like them, you feel me? Mailman correction. Who's the mailman? What we talking about? Cameron, morning, sir. What it do, man? How everybody doing? You said I bet your mic smell like tuna like a tuna sandwich. Boy, is you playing with me? Why you playing with me? Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. I'm my mama. I'm my mama. I brush my teeth every morning. I'm my mama. Don't play. Stop playing with me. You know it. Stop playing with me. Let me see, man. Something going on my phone. Kiki. Man, salute to Brick though. I just want to say, man, salute to Brick. A lot of people raking Brick over the coals. Adam 22 has fully abandoned him, left him, hanged him, hung him, whatever you want to say. He dry. But this is what I want to point out though to the people who will go up there and be servient to him right after this, knowing, seeing what's going on with Brick and how he did with Sharp. Because I ain't gonna lie, I like Sharp. The earlier Sharp, the pimp that was always being disrespectful and all that. No, I didn't like that. But that's who he is. That's a part of who his character is. So who am I to condemn him for it? It's just wasn't my taste. But then the later Sharp, he mellowed out a little bit, and I really like that. And I really like the Sharp that do his videos now. You know what I'm saying? The more laid back, reserved Sharp. But look how he did Sharp. You know, Sharp was what you call the company man. He was the company man, and he held it down. And look how he did him. But people will still go up there, man, and work with dude. They still want to be on that podcast with him. Letting them sit there and lie to him and say how you that's my African American right there. That's the type of things that pops in my head when I think about where Brick and Adam is at now versus then. Brick walk in the room and he'll say, "There's my African American," like Trump. This is my boy. All that, man, he go to jail, I got his back, man. I'm going to support him, blah, blah, blah. So this is the question, though, before I just totally condemn Adam 22 or anything, right? Does Adam have a legitimate gripe with Brick? Or is it that the feds told him not to talk to Brick because he's helping and working with the feds? Or just they told him not to talk to him. I'm trying to figure out what y'all think, man. What y'all think is really going on there? I don't think Brick got the type of character that'll throw, that'll snitch like snitch on Adam or anything like that. But I mean, cause like what would he be telling on? I don't know. There's just a weird relationship to me. Like I don't towards the end and how it is now. Like how you just do not communicate with Brick at all. Or are they lying? What y'all think, man? Y'all think they lying about that? Adam has no allegiance to not one black person. Not to one. But listen, he's not entitled to either. Right? He's not entitled to either. We make him West Coast hip hop, or pretending to be West Coast hip hop. We do, by supporting them. When we got people over there like AD and them, trailing them, smacking them, that is for our people who rock with our people, who don't be over there playing the police games. But instead, we go support him, who don't give a damn about us at all, and he's not entitled to either. It's like you kind of get what you get when you go over there, and I do think some people be having in their mind like I'm not gonna let him get me like he get them, but I'm gonna go over there and get that chili, and then I'm gonna get up out of there, and that's fine. I mean, because my man DW Flame did it. Salute to DW Flame. Really like DW Flame and P Nice. I told y'all P Nice got a song called "I'm From Long Beach." It's a banger. I wish I can play it without losing my monetization, because that shit go hard. And Trey D features in it at the end. But they did it. They got in, got out right at the right time. So I do think people think that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to go over there and I'm going to do that. I ain't going to let them catch me slipping. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to let them play with me, blah, blah, blah. Get my little chili and get up out of there. And ain't nothing wrong with that either. But then I say again, we had channels over there like AD, Smack, Trail, and a Pun, Big Pun, you know, that is for our people equally in the same ballpark is No Jumper in the sense of impact, who people, you know, people knowing them, you know. The wow factor is over there. I just don't understand why we don't be bigging them up more. If we see the BS with No Jumper, we clearly all see it as a people. We see that it ain't for us, by us, about us. Don't want nothing to do with us but the currency by way of views. You know what I'm saying? And subscriptions. Then why do we keep going over there and giving it to them? Why do we keep doing it? Yeah, we can say what we want to say about Adam 22. We can say what we want to say about the people that go up there. We can say all that. That's just entertaining. But when we get to the bulk of the shit, when we get down to the center, the nitty gritty, why the F do we even go over there? When we have channels out there that are for us, by us, and about us. Why don't big them up more, share them a little more, talk about them a little more? I'm talking to myself included, right? See, I'm not that guy. I'm not that YouTuber. I'm not that guy. You know, I'm not that type of peon. Yeah, I'm talking about me too. Just saying we all in this gumbo pot together. Why do we all constantly go over there and support that and big that up and get that likes and get that views and give it attention? When we have channels out there that are really for us, that are descendants of that, got played with the same way these other guys were. Now it's predictable what's going to happen when a new cast member goes up there. It's predictable how that's going to end. Off of what, an episode or two? You already know how this is going to go. we all been calling it the entire time, you know? But yeah, we still click on as soon as it pops up with the Whack and the Adam and Whack show. Yeah, we click on that right away. We just talking this morning, people. Can I just talk? Can we communicate? We're gonna get to the content. I just want to communicate, man. I just want to see where everybody head at, man. Just get an understanding of where we at. That's all. Actor Chucks is in the building. It's my guy. Man, yo, the millions. Yeah, man, you know. The hate is real. You know. The COINTELPRO is real. I can be bought by way of views, money, or whatever other currency is really real. The deeper agenda to dismantle the black community from within is what's apparent and real. You know, you just got to be aware of these things. So salute the channels like Damu Kiwe Conversations that keeps their finger on the pulse of what's going on. So if you choose to know the information, to recite the information, to receive that information, it's out there, ready and available for you. All you have to do is just go click and listen. But it's out there. You know, I want to say from, you know, the beginning of that No Jumper situation, what happened, man, I think we all equally was covering it in our own ways, but we all covered it. You know, I do think we all had some compassion for the older brother, especially when we found out what that story was really about and what happened there. I'm not gonna lie, less compassion I have for Jay Reed once I kind of seen, well, it's still my opinion, but I do believe he was all in on it. The only one that wasn't was Marciano. And if I'm wrong there, I'm wrong there. It's what it is. But I don't think so. I don't think he was privy to that information. And I think we all feel something about that. And we all would have loved to cover it, you know, in real time, like the other guy. But the thing is, they wasn't trying to give that information to us. They was trying to get that information to you. And I just want to say, for the record, because I don't think I said in the video, it's not that Wack didn't want to talk to channels like mine. I like Do Sims. I like Rich Trapper and all the other channels that you say, are peons and he will run circles around. I can speak for me. I definitely know Do Sims don't want that nigga on his platform unless he's trying to get the information to put his ass in the corner, put baby to bed, to catch him in his lies. See, he'll have an objective for him to be sitting there casually conversating with the I would never do no shit like that. I don't even want it for the content. It ain't that big of a deal to me. You know what I'm saying? It really ain't. Like, it's that old saying, all money ain't good money. All big mouths ain't good big mouths. And we see clearly right through that dude. Ain't nobody trying to talk to him anyway. But you was so willing to. You was willing to pull out the big couch. Go and sit on that big couch and go on to talk. That's cool. That's your business. That's your business. It is what it is. I'ma call you back. What up, Queen? Good morning. But dude is I don't even know what to say about dude no more. He's interesting. But salute to him, man. Wish nothing but the best for you in your channel, bro. But we see what the hell is going on with that over there. I don't want no parts of that. But anyway, so with Brick, right? Adam just, I don't know. Why do y'all think Adam just turned his back on Brick like that? Like, why? Why you do Brick like that? Brick has been loyal to the soil for this dude. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be real with you. Personally, I'm just doing this for the content. I'm at the end of the day, I don't really give a damn. I hope Brick don't never deal with dude ever again. When Brick get out and get free, I hope Brick never look that way again. I say this is a blessing in disguise if you want me to be real with you. It's a blessing in disguise. Brick didn't need dude at all. Dude needed Brick. And we all know he needed Brick. And I think he gonna suffer because of Brick not being there. But let's hear what Brick got to say, man. Do you realize Wack wanted me to do business with him and I declined? Me and SBG are not the same. That's a fact. Yeah, that's 100% a fact. And let me wake that up too. Because I seen a comment in the comment section that said that Dude Sims at once upon a time had talked to him and they were supposed to do business or whatever. First of all, he declined that. But here's the thing though. We all at one point looked at Dude one way, but then when you get new information, undeniable information, and you know what the facts is, and it don't align with who you are to your core, to the core of your base, morally across the board, then you change up. You supposed to. You supposed to move different, think different, react different. You ain't just going. That's not someone that you just get along with to get along. A backstabbing snake who went out of his way to orchestrate an indictment on a person that he was scared of. Pretending to be a gangbanger while being the police the entire time. That ain't somebody that I want to align with. If he would have led with that, I don't think me, Do Sims, or anybody else in that app that really lived what they talk would have been around that nigga. That's a fact. I wish he would have divulged that information a long time ago. Would have saved the nigga a lot of time over there on Clubhouse. You feel me? So nigga don't be wanting to hear all that, man. Like y'all act like y'all can't use y'all brain or something. Dude Sims don't want no part with that dude. You still don't see that? I damn sure don't. I ain't gonna lie, I question shit. When I see somebody who know what's going on over there cozy, communicating with them, chopping it up with them, getting information that wasn't on the internet to them. Huh? How they doing that? Thought you only talk to people on SBGB TV. How you getting information that ain't out there except when he gave it to you to put out there? And it's just funny how Reggie Wright, we've been lining his ass up on them lives, right? He been lining them up on them Whack 100. He been lining them up. And Whack been picking up on them. And then all of a sudden, out the clear blue sky, SBGB TV is now going at Reggie with the gay allegations and has some of the inside information. Maybe somebody on his teams, like he say, sent it to him, you know, because he don't see the clips and he don't see the videos. They send it to him. You know, he too big. He too big to watch him. He got people that send him this shit. You know what I'm saying? So maybe somebody sent that to him. And then they sent him the Dell conversation with Loose Cannon and them on a phone that's wiretap through CS2 back twice. Maybe that conversation was sent to him by somebody else. I mean, all that shit sent to him by somebody else, not CS2 back. It ain't delivered directly or indirectly from him. Them just all coincidences. Okay. This shit crazy. Yo, the sheep, man. The sheep will, I say it all the time, bro. The sheep will be sheep. So let the lambs lamb. So look, man, we gonna get to this guy there because I can talk about this shit all day. But again, salute to everybody in the chat. Selena, good morning. Salute to I'ma call you back. Papa in the building. Salute. Who else I miss, man? Oh, Average Astro in the building. Salute. D Twins already said what's up, of course, but you know you family. American Negro News, salute, and everybody else, man. I'm gonna get to this content though, so y'all don't have to hear me babble. Salute to Brick Baby, free Brick Baby, free Big U. Let's get it.
Shit on the internet with that big buster ass light skinned nigga talk about the police.
Because it's all over there. It is.
Let me know y'all can hear it. Salute, buddy.
About the police, nigga, I was going through a child custody battle, nigga. I was tired of it. These bitches sitting outside of my motherfucking mama house, nigga, telling me they gonna kill my mama, nigga, and I'm supposed to sit here. They ain't crazy, this motherfucker. I ain't tripping no way, cause they ain't gonna give me a bill anyway. It's TMC, too much crippin', man. These niggas is real weirdos, so it don't matter. Y'all done interneted me into the jail, just be happy.
That right there was powerful to me. When I heard him say that, I said, whoa. That's just the reality of it all. These niggas interneted me to the jail. That's crazy. To the feds at that. Y'all interneted me. Y'all dry snitching. And a lot of y'all made that shit acceptable. You don't got to be a gang member to understand that. That's just who you are as a person. The core of who you are. You think it's okay to just be running around online talking about crimes or putting people in crimes and, you know, indicating shit about crimes and who was involved and what they did and all that. Like 600 putting that video out and running with it right out the gate, talking about he thought it was props and it was a skit. What about that video look like a skit to you? I just watched it recently too. Who was that channel, man? One of them channels got damn near the whole thing on there that's unedited. I by the end of this live I'll remember and I'll tell y'all, but I watched it over because when it first happened I really couldn't watch it because that shit made me sick to my stomach because it was just cowardly done. I don't like sucker shit. I don't like, you know, sucker punching. It's a difference. Like if me and a particular individual got an issue and we know it's on, when we see each other ain't no need to talk about it. You feel me? I don't consider that a sucker punch if I see your ass and I catch you before you catch me because we already both know mutually we know it's on. We know it. There's no need to talk. There's no need to shake a hand or dap or nothing. This ain't the UFC, nigga. When we see each other, we getting right to it. 3-minute phone booth. You know how it go. You know how it go. So that's one instance. But then this way, where we talking about business, we just talking about what we talking about. Then, oh boy, step back, and then kapow. That type of shit, I don't like shit like that. I suck at shit. Just what it is. I would never accept or be cool with a nigga who do shit like that. I just, it is what it is. Like, I just can't fuck with that. But so I couldn't watch it the first time, man. I skimmed, but I didn't really pay attention that much because I didn't want to see that. But then I watched it recently to really get an understanding of how much trouble these dudes is really, really in. Ain't none of that look like no skit to me. So what are he talking about? Skit. Okay, well that shit about to skit y'all ass in jail in a minute.
That's it, right? I ain't tripping off that shit, though.
Yeah, that's all they do. You the talk of the town, the talk of the city. Shit.
Them niggas, I'm trying to figure out how they phones ain't hit. That's the one thing, man, I ain't fighting life. You know what I mean? This shit gonna be over one day, you know what I mean?
But I didn't make y'all management.
Hey, what's that big old deal, man? It's the break, man. Why everybody
made y'all management,
they
my
feet
lady.
up out there vacationing, playing like they ain't got nothing for the kids, man. You already know we still keeping it strong, nigga. Don't need nothing from.
This call is from a federal prison.
Hey, sometimes it be a mental test to see where a nigga hard at in his chest, man. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker use you, abuse you. As soon as you get out the way, they act like they ain't worried about you. You know what I mean? But hey, check
Wake
it
that
out.
up, Brick.
This is for everybody speaking on the break, bro. I ain't never been sunnies with me, nigga. Nigga ain't could never kick me out of nothing on the dead homies. And every nigga talking about some snitches without paperwork on the dead homies don't have to pay for it how they pay for it, man. You know what I'm saying? Take that up with the Lord, nigga, because on the dead homies, that nigga right here standing strong, nigga, and really programming like a programmer. So, you know what I mean? Nigga disrespect the program, you already know. Nigga better stand for something for the nigga something to stand on them, man. I don't got too much to say about nothing. You get what I'm saying? But it's just what it is, you know what I'm saying? It's like downtown, 10 minutes away from the beach, but I'm so far out of reach, man. You did. I don't know what's going on, you know what I mean? But I'll be home soon. You know what I mean? It's a major setback for a major comeback, man.
Facts.
I could care less about what the words say. I'm trying to get back to my kids. Everybody want to make
That part right there. Salute the Brick on that. I've always heard him speak highly about his kids. So people be out here trying to spin the narrative like, Brick ain't really, about his family or whatnot. I done always heard him speak highly about his family and his kids, man. And to hear him say that right there, that tells me his mind is in the right. His mindset is where it needs to be. You know what I'm saying? Just focus on your family, your wife, your girl, and getting back on your grind. You know what I'm saying? It's the setback for the get back. And Brick a hustler. When he get out, Brick gonna be fine. As soon as whenever Brick get out, people gonna be reaching out to him, and that's gonna be the biggest mistake Adam or whoever who used to rock with him that ain't rocking with him now. The biggest mistake they ever made.
make content on my situation, nigga. But my daughter graduating from high school, nigga, in 2 years. You know what I'm saying? I got a baby that just started school. I got kids that's out of reach right now. You get what I'm saying? That ain't got nothing. You know what I mean? So y'all hit that thank you button. Y'all go ahead, run up them views, you know what I'm saying, and do what y'all gonna do. I ain't even been playing the phone, cause the phone gonna play you at the end of the day. Niggas wanna be so tough and rough on that motherfucker, bro. They crashing theyself. Dead homies. But I ain't got nothing else to say, man. Free to Brick. It's gonna be Free to Brick t-shirts up, man. Y'all go stop by an awful lot of cough syrup. Like I said, go get y'all ski mask and whatever y'all gonna get, man. It's Kill Squad to the squad on the streets, man. Free the squad, free the squad. Y'all go tap in with young Barry Gordy, man. Tell Compton Rick Rock, man, continue being a real nigga, man. He just sent the nigga some money out of nowhere, man. Shout out Donnie, shout out Mikey, shout out everybody else, Flacco and the whole gang, man. You already know it's Brick, not the trick, man. It's the Brick babies, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Kai, Sky, Zai, and Zoe, man, you know what I'm saying? And the Brick ladies, my mama, my wife, you know what I'm saying? And the rest of the foundation, man. There's a million of them, you know what I mean? We gonna keep on standing strong, you know what I mean? And free the real, everything at the game, man. Free the family, though.
Yeah. That's the end of that, man. Salute the Brick, man. I'm gonna run what 600 had to say after that. And I definitely want to run Scandalous Los Angeles TV video, man. Listen, man. I know Deuce crowned it. He crowned it first. He called him to go first. But man, I'm right behind Deuce with that. He the go, bro. Dude, hey, Scandalous Los Angeles is the go, bro. But hold up.
All right.
So I ain't listened to this at all. I just seen somebody say something about it. That he taking shots at Brick again. So we're gonna listen to this, man. I don't know if I do. I really don't know. Because I you know, it'd be hard for me to react to these people, these dudes content, because man, it's like y'all so phony with it. It's not even funny. It's not even funny, man. Yeah. We just gonna look. We gonna take his word. We just gonna believe that he said some crazy shit about Brick, and we gonna move around. We gonna move around him and go right to Scandalous Los Angeles. Let me find Scandalous again. Yeah, we gonna definitely move around him. Yeah, where did I see that video at, man? Damn it, I had it ready too. Yeah, we gonna move around him. I just had Scandalous video up too, man. Yeah, hold on, I gotta find it. Oh, my IBM hoodlum, salute to him too. He was cooking last night, but I had to go to bed. I'm old hoodlum. I'm an old dude, man. Be having to get my sleep, bro. He was up late. Let me see. Was it on Scandalous Los Angeles or Most Scandalous? Because he got 100,000 pages. Because these suckers keep going at his content. Straight suckers, bro. Let me see if it's on this one. It's on Scandalous Los Angeles because I was just there. I didn't see it, but no, I see it now. It's on Most Scandalous. He probably gonna put it on both though. But yeah, these suckers keep going at his page. You know, try to silence the truth. You know, but it don't work. Pretty soon, they ain't gonna be able to do anything. They gonna have to take it on the chin. I'm about to rewind because I definitely watched it. I'm not gonna hold you. Let me just say, soon as this nigga video hit, because I definitely got the notifications on his shit, nigga, I don't care what it is I'm doing or whatever I'm watching. I stop what I'm doing and click on that bitch because I know it's going to be good intel. I know it. Right off the back, it's going to be good intel. I click on that bitch right away, swear to God. Swear to God. That's what I'm saying. Like, channels like his and Deuce Sims and them, man, even though they are, Deuce is up there, but they should be so much further than where they are. But the hate be so real. The hate be so real. But when you got resilient people who know what they doing, they know what they want, they know what their message are, they know what their purpose is, and they go hard and they good at it, like specialists at it, you can't stop it. You can just slow it a little bit. You can slow it down a little bit. That's just not smart. See what happened to Murder Inc. Ja ruined them with 50. You know, tried to stop him, tried to slow him down, tried to take him out. They missed. They failed. They failed across the board. And now look. And rest in peace to Herb. It's a Herb though. Rest in peace. I don't mean no malice. I ain't trying to speak on the dead, just the situation. But look what happened. Look how them tables turned. So I don't know why people want to keep playing with God's people. Let's go. Salute
Welcome
the
back to Scandalous Los Angeles TV, where we expose the exposers. Today, we'll be talking about the way CS2-back used SKG as
nasty.
a weapon to go after Big U. Not just his name, but his contracts as well. We're also going to break down how CS2-back used Adam and No Jumper to bring it all together, to wrap the lies in a nice little bow and feed it to the public like truth.
Nasty
For
work.
3 years straight, CS2-back has been on a coordinated smear campaign against Big U. Porky himself went on record and admitted he came at Big U in 4 different phases. One of the key phases of this campaign, Porky openly stated that he wanted to go after Big U's contracts.
Fact.
Wax said 100 times he was gonna take my contracts. He working with the FBI. Wax said 100 times he was gonna take my contracts. He working with the FBI. I keep telling niggas I work in phases. Let me see how smart you are, Brock. What was the last bullet I launched?
This game, you're not ready.
I'm gonna give you the last.
I want to say this too right now. I'm gonna predict this right now, and I promise I'm gonna let this rock because I don't like to step on Scandalous, man, because he don't need no help from me, right? But let me just say this, and remember I said this today. I'm gonna say when. Y'all can say if you want to, but when Big U beats this Rico, when he beats this Rico, it's gonna be on. It's a lot of the support from the community. But most of it from what Deuce Sims and IL and Damu Kiwe Conversations is doing in the media, in the social media space, and how they been breaking this shit down cleverly, showing how everything was like a booby trap. Wack was going out of his way to set him up, put traps to go after this man. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of shit gonna get overturned by the hard work and research that Deuce Sims and them been doing, breaking this shit down, following it step by step, and documenting it throughout the way. Cause it's kind of like they seen it. We knew something might have came. I was praying to God that nothing was gonna come out of it. But Deuce Sims and them, they had the foresight to see that there's a good chance that something is coming down the pipe. So let me document what was said here. Let me document there, remembering when something was said back then. Like that's what I be doing now. You know, me and Danny, we've been like researching shit way back when and what was said to see the patterns of like when Wack first enacted this mission to get Big U out the game. You know, because it's always been that. It's always been that. But he was playing cool with them when they was cool. Then when they fell out, you know what I'm saying? How he enacted his new plan of attack to go after Big U and the pieces on the board that he was using to throw at Big U. You know what I'm saying? And the traps he was trying to set to catch Big U up. And I'm telling you, man, Big U two-step throughout all this shit. It's like they had to throw their last grenade, which was this rest in peace to RW, which was that. But that's something they had been knowing the whole time. They left that last though to throw out there to get them. And I think Deuce Sims and them, the research that they did and the way they breaking this down is what's going to single-handedly help him beat all them damn charges. Remember I said that.
3. I'm gonna give you the last 3.
All right, go ahead.
I'm gonna give you the last 4.
Listen to this.
I released the paperwork with the police.
I know where this is going.
Then I double back and released the signature line with him and Nipsey Hussle on the contract and told him, say another word, I'm gonna let him see what the contract is you sent me.
And listen, this real quick, listen to all these suckers loving hearing Wack 100 talk about destroying a man. who's doing for his community. Where some of them suckers in that room that's from LA got family from that community over there, and they just marveling in the moment of Wack talking about this elaborate plan to destroy someone who was actually doing something for the community. Listen to these niggas.
Right? I'm all ears. Then the female SKG. Uh-oh, we're going at your character and them contracts you got over there, boy. Uh-oh, we're going at your character and them contracts you got over there, boy. Uh-oh, we're going at your character and them contracts you got over there, boy.
Let's be clear. Every single time you've seen or heard SKG, it wasn't by accident. It was one of Porky the Pyro's phases, strategic moves he admitted to launching in his campaign against Big U. Porky even said it himself. SKG was a tool, used specifically to attack Big U's character and sabotage his contracts. That's not speculation, that's his own words. Now peep this. The day after Adam 22 was reportedly visited by the feds.
But while I'm in my house, I'm playing poker on my computer, guy comes to my front door, and I didn't actually even know, but my girl was communicating with him through the box in the front of our house with the camera. She texts me, she says, a dude is here from the FBI, and basically he's trying to serve you with a subpoena. And so she told him, Adam's not here, and he's off at work or whatever. I forget what she told him. And so I immediately hop on the line with my lawyer. I said, what should I do? I don't want to, handle this situation wrong. Over and over and over, I've sat down with rappers or whoever who tell me about situations in which they divulge too much information to the police or whoever, and it ended up coming back to bite them. Especially, something comes to mind is like, now that being said, I'm not really that worried because I know that I myself haven't been involved in any criminality, but I figured I would have my lawyer take care of it. So my lawyer reaches out to the guy who came to my door. She assures me that she's going to be able to ask the FBI agent a handful of questions, and from that information be able to ascertain, is Adam in trouble? Is Adam going to be, forced to hand over a crazy amount of information? Because that was kind of lingering around in my head is like, God, this is going to be a huge pain in the ass if they want to confiscate all the computers and everything in here. We're going to have to buy a bunch of computers to use.
Where's the furnace? Start the furnace up, guys.
I don't know. I was considering that. I've not destroyed any information for the record. But this is the thing that my lawyer comes back to me with. She said the feds were interested in one thing and one thing only. Because in my head, I'm thinking they're going to want copies of the podcasts that Brick or Luce were on. They're going to want to make sure that there wasn't anything in those podcasts that was edited out. Now, anybody who knows me and No Jumper knows that we really don't like to edit things out. So the only stuff we're editing out is if it's like a 4-alarm fire, like, yo, we need to take this out. So I don't think there's ever been something that Brick or Luce told us that they needed us to edit out. But the one thing that the feds wanted was the cease and desist from Big U to No Jumper, asking us to take down the episode in which Loose Cannon first made the explosive statements that suggested that Big U had previous knowledge of Nipsey Hussle's death. Now, that situation is very much outside of what was mentioned in the indictment. In the indictment, there's nothing about Nipsey, there's nothing about any of that stuff. So this to me is kind of massive because it makes me feel like, oh, the FBI is interested in what Big U's involvement in Nipsey's death might be, which to me seems gigantic. I don't know why. That cease and desist is not going to help them prosecute Brick Baby or Loose Cannon or anybody else. But the fact that they're interested in that, to me, adds quite a bit of credibility to the argument that perhaps Nipsey Hussle's death was a more complicated situation than it appears to be.
Well, when this
gave it to him, though?
Isn't it?
We did hand it over, yeah.
Isn't this when that
Was it?
I mean, really, like,
So it's safe to say you the feds.
I'm happy to help the feds with talking about a document that we have. I'm happy to help the feds with talking about a document that we obviously discussed on here over and over, and which doesn't implicate anybody that I know or whatever. And it's not like.
If you or someone you know hates ads with a burning passion, Pi is here to help. This is Pi, it's a free browser extension.
The very next day after Adam 22 was
real quick, Scanless. I just wanted to point out this, if you don't mind, Scanless. I know you cooking, sir. But did y'all hear what Adam just said at the end of that, though? Long as it doesn't involve anybody that he knows, right? But he does have a coworker that comes from that community that is also friends or was friends with that person from that community, and he does understand what that person does for his community. And the person that he sits across from every Sunday does the opposite of what that man does for his community. And you did have a relationship with him at one point when he used to come on your podcast with him, and you was grinning from ear to ear, hoping and praying that he didn't smack the fluff off your face. But now all of a sudden you don't know nothing. You don't know nobody. You don't know nothing. You don't know nothing. You don't know nothing. You don't know nobody. You don't know nothing about Big U. It don't concern me. So y'all want the feds to, whatever they need, I'm gonna help them with. Whatever they need, I got them. But this the person that y'all, this is the channel that we go over there and support. You know what I'm saying? Help him make his money. So he ain't got to sit on that nasty ass couch with what is it called? I don't even be paying attention to this dude like that. The sex couch, the whatever the hell is his podcast with his girl is called. He don't got to do that so much because he got us to come in there and make all this money for him. Plenty of stupid shit we do over there for him. And he don't give a damn about us. So he ain't worried about none of us. He ain't worried about the people at all. He don't give a damn about none of that. He's willing to cooperate at any time for anything if they need him. Because he don't really give a damn about us like that, man. But that's who we go support and run his numbers up. You know? And constantly sit here and talk about, hell, I'm talking about him now. You feel me? So when I'm saying we, me included. But we got channels out there like Community. You know? AD and them. I keep saying it. That's really from our community, for our community. You know, we don't got to agree with everything they say and do. But you know that they rock with us. Until, you know, they show otherwise or show that they compromise. And I know. Oh boy be over there too. You know, but I'm just not going to condemn everybody who has some sort of relationship with him because, you know, it's crazy by now, but a lot of people ain't really tapped in with the inner workings of what went on with dude. If it wasn't for him calling Deuce Sims a rat, which was not true, we probably wouldn't be here so quick today to know he was CS2 back. You feel me? Because at the time, wasn't nobody really looking to look into dude. We thought it was weird that he ran his mouth a lot. Yes. I thought he was just a chatty patty. And I knew that a pillow talking nigga like that, you can't divulge information with because he gonna expose it. And then I thought he playing a character on an app. You know, trying to get the views and the clicks. I ain't know he had this deeper agenda to get Big U off the street and tear down the African American community from within. That's what he doing. Whether he believes it or not, or knows it or not, you tearing us down from within, sir. And you proudly doing it. And recruited somebody that's probably even more devious than you. 600. Because he driving around the house the day that Big U get raided, proud about that, boasting about that. He glee about it. He can't stop being glee about it. He going to the court proceedings to really rub it in. You know? What type of nigga is you? And let's just understand why we're here, right? We're here because, if I remember correctly, Big U, he went, something happened at the Mexican border. They both get hemmed up by them authorities. Big U get bailed out, I think. Looked for Lovejoy because he was going to bail him out like what a real nigga would do. Tried to bail him out, but he was nowhere to be found. Then, like Santa Claus, one stormy, snowy morning, he pops up. No, it's probably sunny because they in Cali. But he just pops up. We all know what that means. Shit. Like, man, what are we talking about here? We know what that means. And then you got some felonies, you know, but you got a gun permit? How? When they start doing that? Oh, your case got sealed. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Why did it get sealed? I don't know, bro. It just got sealed. I don't know why it got sealed. It just got sealed. well, I think you should go get that paperwork so we can see what's really going on. Cause we gotta be careful. You understand, right? 600. You understand the politics of this. You trying to move the goalposts here? Cause this ain't nobody supposed to be bigger than the program. That's what I heard. I'm on the outside because I don't gang bang or nothing, but I did grow up in it. So I understand the politics and the analytics of it. I get it. So I'm just asking, what was so hard about getting that paperwork? Because you know that's what anybody in your position would have to do. You have a gun permit, sealed file. You have felonies on your record. We don't know how that file got sealed. What happened? If it was nothing, you would have came with the paperwork in hand. And we wouldn't even be having this discussion. The fact that it's a mystery is what makes it really more of a mystery. 1 + 1 = 2. I know that I'm not good at math. Like I almost looked at my calculator before I did that addition for you. But I think it's easy to understand what 1 + 1 is. Nigga, what's the file sealed for, sir? Then Whack says, you know what? You got me scammed out of $3,000 by this nigga Deuce Sims. The Don. I can't stand you. I can't on Pyru. I can't stand you. You know? I wish he would just, you know, tell him, Debbie.
Keep my mouth shut.
That's what he thought Deuce would do. He was hoping Deuce would do, and Deuce didn't do it. They own your bumper. Everybody on your bumper. See, you got me scammed out of 3Gs. Or whatever it was. It was in around that. That was around the figure. Probably about a little more than that. They ain't gonna tell a nigga though. But you get me licked. So then you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna expose your paperwork on Clubhouse. But I'm gonna do it in a way that helps you. But I ain't gonna tell you that. I keep telling y'all, go listen to that audio. Go find that shit and go listen to it. Listen how nervous Lovejoy's was all the way up until the point when Rack read it off. And then they wanted us to really believe, that Wack was able to pull his sealed file. Well, damn it, if you could do that, tell me how you did it, because we need to see your sealed file from that case in Wheeler, Texas, with Debbie. Can somebody figure out how to pull somebody's sealed file, please? Because he ain't sharing the information. So then he brings him to the clubhouse, and he unseals his paperwork. And in the paperwork, it says it was a drug diversion program and he was busted for sales. Okay. But he didn't remember that's what, I couldn't remember. That's what it was. Right. That's all right. Good. Thank you. He was over there like, God, thank God. I thought Wack was about to really do me. I thought CS2 back was in his bag. I thought he was going to Suge Knight me. I thought he was. You got to go listen to that audio, man. That shit funny. But I'm just saying, your file's sealed, man. So we all here today because Big U intuition was right. And he couldn't deal with you. And he informed me, I don't know, I wasn't there, but I'm assuming it. He informed a few people. Hey, man, I don't think do good, man. Be careful how you move around him. Yeah. That's exactly what he was supposed to do. 100%. And because of that, you put your life in danger. When you folded, you put yourself in danger. You running from accountability, you and CS2 back. But everybody has their day. And what I hear on the streets is it's coming real soon. You ain't hear that from me. Let's go.
Reportedly visited by the feds. He dropped an interview featuring SKG.
Snitcher for Lovejoy is hilarious. That's hilarious. Snitcher. I would have thought that was Snitcher for Love Boys. It's hilarious. God damn, let's go.
The same woman that Porky openly admitted to using as a weapon to attack Big U's character and contracts.
Weeks have passed. Nipsey started calling me. So this is where I got mad at Nipsey because I'm like, did you set me up? So remember, I didn't see him no more after this meeting. Mm-hmm. Nipsey
And
start
listen
calling
to
me.
this lying ass female right here. Boy, she is dirty. I told y'all, y'all not getting a politically correct stand on it this morning. I don't work on weekends, so I'm doing this overtime. You just gonna get me. We had a barbecue. Remember, y'all? We had a barbecue playing dominoes. Yes, y'all here to hear content, but y'all also here to talk with me. So we at the domino table playing all the spades, whatever you do, and we chopping it up. Now y'all see this girl right here? To the younger generation, you hear a female that even sound or even look like this girl. What's her name? SKG. And you run across any girl named SKG, you run fast. You hurry them, get the hell away from that. Because that right there is the worst type of female. She's a black Karen. If you want to know if you ever wanted to know if there's a such thing as a black Karen, you're looking at her.
Probably what year?
2009.
Adam 22 is clearly playing his part in the broader agenda, helping push the exact same narrative Porky laid out. What you're witnessing is collaboration, not coincidence.
Down the real coming out. I keep telling motherfuckers, I've been sitting back waiting.
She crying hard as hell.
Oh no, I know what's going on, but we gonna let her tell you what's going on.
And I just want y'all to know this shit sound like content of reality TV, y'all, but this is real life right here. It'd be one thing if all this was staged and fake, the Hollywood effect, right? That'd be one thing, right? A Netflix special. But this is real life. This is a girl about to put on a full-blown act, a Karen act, crying and boo-hooing, lying, trying to get a man convicted, trying to put crimes on him, man, to get him arrested, helping Wack push that agenda. She's helping it in real life, in real time, and how we know it's real because Big U is in jail right now because of this nigga. This ain't just content, y'all. This is real life. If it can like he said, if it can happen to me, it can happen to any of us. When they want you, they gonna come get you. That's a fact. They listening. We know you listening.
Let me know when you're ready to read the caption, AB.
Oh, I'm ready.
Go ahead and mute up. Everybody mute up.
This is from Halicia Hoyce, y'all. At Big U. You took damn near everything from me. Everything. You violated me. You played.
Hey, IBM Hoodlum. I'm sorry, y'all. I promise I ain't gonna stop anymore, but I gotta say this. IBM Hoodlum, my nigga, salute. If you got that receipt, man, send that to Active Chucks, bro. Nigga, let's get them. Let's get them, bro. Good people, man. I'm telling you right now, Deuce Sims, y'all, good people, bro. You probably already know it. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But good people, man. You know what I'm saying? They really run them receipts and do it right. You know what I mean? If I was more seasoned and poisoned like them, I'd say send it to me. But you know what I'm saying? I'm not as seasoned as them when it comes to this, man. I'm more freestylish with it. You know, they make sure it goes through the proper channels, make sure everything adds up right. You know what I mean? It's all correct. There's no fluff to it, and then they run it. And they run it the right way. So if you got something like that, you got some receipts, man, send it to them.
Played in my face with my family. You lied on my name. You put your hands on me and made me lose everything. You beat me while I was pregnant and gave me PTSD for years. You told people not to do business with me. You tried to blackball me because you couldn't bully me. I'm not carrying another year of this burden on me. What you did to me. You are such a monster. You know, and I know. Can y'all play that content?
I have been crying all day, y'all. Like, I just came from Miami doing an interview with Tasha K. And when she dropped that interview, you guys are gonna understand so fucking much. For years, I have carried shit with me that people's done to me, made me lose. And I haven't said shit. You understand me? Nothing. I haven't said nothing. I carried that shit. And these niggas, black men, you guys are so fucked up towards women in this industry, bro. Like, this shit has made me angry over the years, and I didn't understand it because I've been dealing with fucking trauma. This nigga, Big U, I told Tasha K everything this man did to me, jumped on me while I was pregnant, beat me, locked me in a fucking spot. for fucking years, bro. Y'all have no clue. Years I get into it with people. Years I be so fucking angry because of what this nigga did. I can't trust nobody. And then I help somebody and they cross me. Then a person smack me out and lie on my name. It is so many people that I have fucking helped. So many people I put money in their pocket. I feel like I can't take this shit no fucking more. I almost lost my fucking life because of this nigga Big U. Because of what he did to me.
Bruh. I should have heard what the... Yo, man, first let me say, man, to the real women out there that really deal with the trauma that this actor is talking about out there, our hearts are out, for you. Really. You don't deserve to go through that. No woman deserves to go through that. No human deserves to go through that. So the ones who really who actually are going through what she's pretending to have went through, our heart goes to you. Prayers to you, and we hope that, you can find some peace somewhere down the line, man. Really do. But as far as this girl, I don't know what to say to that. that shit was so scripted. It's not even funny. Like, what? So why now? Why now? Like, why you just had the courage? You just had the courage to say it today, huh? You can say it. You can say a lot of things. Like, I can say, man, I played Michael Jordan 1-on-1 and I whooped his ass 10 out of 10 times. I had 56 rebounds, 38 assists, and 16 home runs because we was playing baseball and basketball because he do both. So I said, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do both. And I was better than him. We even ran a little track, smoked him in a 4.0. I don't even know if that exists, but I can say whatever I want to say. You got to believe it. Nope. And I don't got to show receipts because I said it. So yeah. I hear SK GG, we hear you. We hear you, hear your stories, But I don't know. What y'all think? She sound believable? Dome porn university. That's funny. Man, listen, because I said I wasn't going to be politically correct, man, but I'm trying not to be disrespectful, man. But that is just disrespectful in itself, man, that you would sit here and really run a play like that on a man who probably in reality just cut you off because he seen what type of snake you was from the beginning, and your it's the same thing through Lovejoy's. Lovejoy's feelings got hurt because Big U was smarter than a 5th grader and knew he was working. Not too sure what happened with Loose Cannon. That situation, I really don't know how they kind of fell out, but whatever happened, they fell out. Then CS2 back. What Big U finds out, man, that you really working, cause you working. We know you working. CS2 back. Matter of fact, you told us in a movie, right? You said you was in a movie. Let's.
What's this truck driver's name? 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 What's this truck driver's name?
Alonzo Zoe Scott.
That's what it was.
Alonzo Zoe Scott.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Alonzo Zoe
Right,
Scott.
right. In the movie, they changed 2 names, and remember you told us you was in that movie, Greg Katie's movie. He made you a hero. That's what Stutterbox said, though, right? He said he made you a hero when he closed out his book. But in the book, they call you Alonzo Zoe Scott, and in the movie, the truck driver was an informant. He was a rat. And Stutterbox, of course, in the movie, he did what he did, man. But I don't like to say too much about Stutter, because Stutter stood on what he did. He stay away. He don't bother nobody. So I hate to even have to keep bringing him up in this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he did what he did and had his reasons, and no one's stamping it. But since then, he didn't went and just he's living his life. He ain't out here bothering nobody. He ain't out here I ain't heard at least him out here trying to set nobody up and do all the little phony Valonious that you do. You know, but in the movie they changed 2 names, and that was the informant's names. All the other people, I mean, Reggie was in it, and he was an informant. The sister, what was her name? The Swan girl. What is it? Melissa Swan or something like that. She was an informant, but they kept her name. She went by that name sometime. Why did they only change your name and the other brother's name? Why? Why did they do that? Why did they do that? But my point is, Big U knew that, right? He found that out. He figured it out. And he said, I ain't gonna deal with you. So that let me know that there's a deeper agenda here because he wasn't out looking for you. He wasn't out looking for you. He came to support the game at the concert. Whatever happened to you that night, wasn't nobody going out of their way to look for you, I don't think. I just think, when you run your mouth like you do, you run into certain people and pow, things happen, and then you gotta grab a $1 billion nigga and jump off the stage. Some shit happens, and I'm just saying, shit happens in life. You be walking back and forth, pacing and shit on stage, rubbing your eye like, God damn, that nigga smacked the shit out of me. That nigga smacked the hot pepper out of me. How do I exit up out of here? Yeezy, let's go. If you can't protect Yeezy, who can? Who can, man? How does security need security? Let's get back to the content.
And Tasha K was the only person who said she would tell my story.
That's SKG.
I don't know why they stopped it.
Who SKG, huh? She a rapper. She out the 60s over there. She be over there. Yo, keep playing that shit.
But you're coming in here and you're trying to bogart and knock me out the way when I brought you in. So within the meeting, he did all that, and I closed out the meeting, and my colleagues rode with me, and he seen that. A week passed, and Nipsey's calling me. He's like, sis, where you at? Where you at, sis? I need the posters. I wasn't going over to the neighborhood, to the 6Os, because I was really busy, and I'm like, Nip, I'm going to come, but I can't come right now. I pull up, walk in, him and Fats is behind the counter. I'm like, what's up, bro? And I'm talking to him, and as I'm talking to him, I get this eerie feeling. And then I hear a slam, clack, clack, and I realized I was sad. The door slammed. When I turned around, Big U was there and another guy, and he just slapped me. I grabbed my face and I'm like, what you slap me for? And he was like, bitch, you gonna embarrass me in the meeting, bitch? And then he just jumped on me.
SKG claims she was assaulted by Big U while she was pregnant, right inside Nipsey's own store. She says Nipsey...
I was just thinking when she said that, I wonder if Wax said the same thing when he got smacked at the Novo. Like, damn, man, why you smack me for? I was just thinking.
And his late associate Fats set her up. She says Nipsey and his late associate Fats set her up. Why? Because Big U felt disrespected during a meeting with LA's KDAY radio station.
Wack, can I say something?
Yeah, 1 second. Wait, hold on 1 second. SKG, what's up? What's up, mama? What you got to say?
And another thing is when they talk about development options, and this is where it's like Black women are never protected. When I got beat up and I got jumped on, his director was there from development options. So it wasn't just Big U, it was also Bear Claw. So it wasn't just Big U, it was also Bear Claw.
Ever wondered what your home looks like from space? Enter your address and get a 360-degree satellite view of your home, right?
In her newest version of the story, SKG now implicates Bear Claw, a name that just so happens to be tied to the federal RICO indictment alongside Big U in Operation Drawdown. But let's rewind for a second. When SKG first started speaking on this situation, she didn't say a word about Bear Claw. Her original story placed the blame on Fats and Nip, claiming they were the ones who set her up. Bear Claw's name never came up, Not once, in those early versions. By suddenly inserting Bear Claw, she wasn't just going after Big U. She was strategically positioning herself to help discredit Developing Options, the non-profit organization tied to Big U and Bear Claw. Then to seal the deal, Porky sends SKG to No Jumper with Adam 22. And that's where she ties it all together, all the shifts in her story. She packages it in one big public hit piece.
Weeks have passed, Nipsey started calling me. So this is where I got mad at Nipsey because I'm like, did you set me up? So remember, I didn't see him no more after this meeting. Nipsey started calling me.
And this is probably what year?
2009.
Okay, so like 10 years before he passed. Still super early in Nipsey's career.
Right. So I didn't see him anymore. So then a few weeks later, Nipsey's calling. He's like, sis, I need my posters. Because remember, I was doing Nipsey's campaign for him and I had all his posters. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to come through. I don't end up coming through. He called me again. I need the posters. I'm like, okay, I'm going to come through. I don't come through. He called me again. I finally decide to go through. When I go to him, now mind you, I still haven't talked to Big U. So I go to Nipsey's shop. I walk in the shop. Him and Fats, they're out at the counter. I walk up. I'm talking to him, and I just hear the click, click. And it was like I knew. That was that. I just knew. It's like it's a setup.
Oh, wow. Click, click, like somebody had a gun drawn on you?
No, click, click. They closed the door. Click, click.
They locked it. Okay.
So they closed it, and then it was a thing where you can lock it, and I just heard the click, click.
Okay.
Once the door closed, you just know.
And so how's this play out from there?
Nipsey and Fat dropped their heads. And so...
And at this point, because obviously people know that Nipsey and Big U ended up having this fallout that was mostly behind the scenes, did come out on records and stuff, but at this point... Nipsey's still all in with Big U. They're like super tapped in still. Okay.
Right. And so Nipsey and Fats, they dropped their head, and then Big U just jumped on me. And Bear Claw is with him. So the guy that's on his case with him, that's a part of Developing Options.
Uh-oh, we're going at your character and the contracts you got over there, boy.
It was him and Bear Claw. And so he just started beating on me. He's like, bitch, you disrespected me in the meeting. Bitch, you did this. I never stole nothing from this man. I never did anything that warranted for him to put his hands on me. He jumped on me because I stood up to him and would not let him dictate, extort, or control me. And because my bosses and colleagues rode with me.
The best thing about SKG doing interviews is that she gives you a little more every single time. In her first interview, she came straight for Big U's character, claiming he beat her while she was pregnant, nearly killing her. But a few interviews later, she changed her play. This time, it wasn't just about character. She tried to go after Big U's contracts by inserting Bear Claw into the story and name-dropping Developing Options, the organization he's tied to. Then came No Jumper. She sat down, repeated the abuse claims, brought up Bear Claw again, and packaged the whole thing like it was truth. A full-blown narrative, built interview by interview. And now we've got yet another piece of the story. Something SKG never mentioned before. Let's listen closely, because the more she talks, the more she reveals.
Big U came back around. Big U came back around. Big U came back around. And I had this show idea.
And he got in the way of it, I'm assuming?
I let him do the apology, and he came back in.
SKG has gone from platform to platform, telling the world that Big U beat her while she was pregnant, nearly killing her and her unborn child. She says that happened back in 2009. But now, she's telling people that Big U apologized, and by 2014 they were back working together. If someone almost killed you and, in her own words, took everything from you, why would you ever go back and do business with them again? That doesn't sound like survival. That sounds like a story that's falling apart. She had to reveal that detail because people started calling it out. Folks were asking the obvious. If Big U beat you in 2009, why were you seen with him in 2014? So now, she's scrambling to adjust the narrative, adding pieces that weren't there before, just to cover the cracks.
And then he tried to extort me again. And then he tried to extort me again. And then he tried to extort me again.
At what point in the process of you putting the show together?
Through the whole show.
Okay.
Through the whole show. And by this time, Wack knows about this. I had to deal with Live Nation. And read it. And see, I have receipts for that because I was going back and forth with Live Nation.
Sugar Free needs 15 passes and 7 all-access wristbands per his manager, Ted. As far as indie acts, I'm still waiting on the full list. We just need a time slot from 8 to 9 for our acts. I have a stage manager who's going to flow our indie acts. He just did the Wiz show, which was a success. After that, you can map the show out how you need to. At this point, Corrupt may not come, and I fear for my life because his manager, Big U, has threatened to harm my life, which I'm at the police station now. I'm a mother of 4 children. I don't take threats lightly, especially when I have an event to pull off. So if we can please accommodate Sugar Free, that would be great. And if Big U comes, I don't want him allowed in the venue or around my red carpet. So I'm trying to hire off-duty police officers. Sorry for the inconvenience.
What date is that?
That is June 26, 2014.
Surprise, surprise. Now SKG has added extortion to her list of accusations against Big U. Considering Big U's indictment, it's pretty clear why she decided to throw extortion into the mix. The only thing is, we just heard Adam read a message that SKG sent from her phone. And, even in that message, she never actually says Big U extorted her. What she does reveal, though, is that she was working with the police to keep Big U off the red carpet.
And that's from you to Paul. Okay. Damn. So even at that point, this was just like a constant thing.
It's been a constant thing. And that's what people don't understand. This isn't one thing. It's a constant. Throughout my career, throughout my life, just dealing with him.
Right.
Read this one real quick. I just want you to read that one.
Okay. This is from you again in 2014. Hello, Paul. I spoke with Compton AV's manager. He's confirmed. I paid him in full for the show tonight, and I have a contract on him. I paid Corrupt $1,500 through his manager, Big U. If the rumor is he is not showing up tonight and I have a signed contract, I will sue him. Big U is making this very hard for me and is intimidating, extorting, and bullying. The only way Corrupt won't show up is because he said he couldn't. I'll be at the House of Blues at 2:30 today.
What year is that?
Again, same date, June 26, 2014. So, yeah, like, I mean, I forget if, were you the one who's kind of saying that Big U and Corrupt have had this fucked up relationship over the years?
Yeah, very much so. Very much so. I mean, he beat Corrupt ass in front of Snoop and Daz. And Corrupt, if he want to deal with that and turn back around and say my brother, that's on Corrupt. But that's not love. That's not friendship. That's not loyalty. That's not normal.
Right. No, definitely. That's
EVE Online is a vast universe.
Fucking wild.
So what am I doing this for? I need to be free. I need to be free of this trauma that this man has caused and feel like he's got away with, and then still threatening me. Like, shit's not sweet, bro. I'm not scared of you no more. You come, anybody come try to hurt me, it's gonna be way different this time, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. And that's the time I'm on and my team is on. Because you got a past. You did stuff to me, and on top of that, I was molested when I was younger. This is another thing. He went and teamed up with the person that molested me for them to taunt me. I haven't even told nobody about that.
Oh my God.
Teamed up with the person, like, people have no clue what I really go through. You feel me? It's just chin up, because I'm strong. This man has done so much stuff. And Whack 100 was the first to post my story.
Then the female SKG. We're going at your character and them contracts you got over there, boy.
Was the first to post my story. And when he posted my story, WAC 100 was the first because Tasha K, I gave her the interview first. She posted it after WAC because it was a scheduling issue. WAC posted it, and I've known WAC for 20 years. We've all known each other the same amount of time. So if it wasn't for WAC 100, I don't even think I would be as strong because people could say what they want about him. He's for right.
Then the female SKG. We're going at your character and them contracts you got over there, boy.
Yeah.
No matter how it look, he's for right.
No, he went to bat for you, for real.
I want to say first, shout out to WAG because WAG didn't know anything. Poor WAG. WAG didn't even know what was going on.
Then the female SKG. We're going at your character and them contracts you got over there, boy.
And WAG had my back so much. And, people try to give WAG a bad rap. WAG is really a good person. And I was crying and he was like, I'm on the phone with the bail bondsman, and he called the bail bondsman, called my family, called my kids, stayed in tune, made sure I got out of jail. He's just really been someone that has had my back throughout this whole ordeal.
Then the female SKG. We're going at your character and them contracts you got over there, boy.
If you hate ads, are chronically online, and love free shit, you need to download Pi. This
I
is
ain't
Pi,
downloading
a free browser
Pi.
extension that
I don't
blocks.
even like Pi. What is she talking about? Pi. But yo, man, that was the end of that clip, man. I was over here in the Chizad. I'm not gonna play your content today, Street TV, Street Game TV, but salute to Del Ray Richardson, platinum artist, platinum songwriter. You dig? Used his content many moons. So salute to him. I was looking at some academic content, but I want to address this comment section, boy, because these people, I knew it was, I ain't gonna lie, I knew it was gonna come, right? But it just be proving my point. Let me finish responding to this dude right here. It just proves my point even more. So when I put out the SBGB TV content, this guy named Big Steve BMB is in my comment section a lot. And he say, man, essentially it's like y'all done chose a side. Luz dropped this audio way before SBGB TV a couple of months before. Not sure what he's talking about, but okay. Oh, yeah. Ooh, Michael Hawkins say he got proof, bro. Send that to me. I'm in the chat. If you in the comment section on YouTube, Mike, I'm on YouTube right now, but I see your comment, man. Send that to me, or send that to Active Chucks, cause that's all I'm gonna do with it anyway. I'm gonna check it out, then I'm gonna send it to him. I rock with your channel, bro. But listen, SBGB TV isn't a plant, and he damn sure isn't rocking with WAC. He's getting his numbers from grinding, and he's loud and consistent about his goal to expose WAC. His popularity is from word of mouth, and he's riding the wave. Salute to you, bro. LACon 40K. Now, I said in the audio, if people listen to the audio to listen to me, you don't have to agree with me, but at least hear where I'm coming from. Then to respond, you would have heard me say that he was doing the same type of numbers I was doing. I was actually doing a little bit more. This is not no hate. I like my man IBM Hoodlum. I like that little nigga. I like that young dude. He grinding. He going for his, right? So I just support him because I like what he doing. I know he gonna surpass me. I don't care about that. I'll be there. I'm gonna get to the top. This right here is not my top priority, right? I got real life stuff that like everybody else do, but I'm saying that the real life stuff is more priority for me right now than what I'm doing here. But I'm not giving up on this and not turning my back on this, but I can only do so much with what I got going on in my real life, right? So I don't have the time to just grind like I would like to. But I'm going to keep the lights on until I do get that opportunity. However, like I said, IBM Hoodlum is going to, he probably already surpassed me. But if he hasn't, he will. And I'm going to continue to support him. So it's not about that for me. What I'm saying is his numbers was just like my numbers. But whenever Wack comes to your page and he comes on a consistent basis, your numbers are going to spike. They're going to spike. Then I said in the audio, there's a great chance. I said, I do know for a fact Wack inflates numbers. That's why he bought 600. He took 600's page and overnight his numbers, boom. And he was telling you, remember 600 was bragging about, yeah, Wack got this deal. You know, you give him management over your YouTube. He go in and go through your analytics and he blah, 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 blah. And then he get you. Because he inflates the numbers, man. No different than like no, I'm not taking shots at Death of the Cloud Chasers, but I'm just pointing out a fact. The same reason why his numbers are what they are, but he doesn't have a YouTube plaque. Do you get it? In order to get a YouTube plaque, you have to have verifiable numbers. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Somebody could tell me in the comment section. But they have to be verifiable numbers, subscribers, and views before you get a plaque. His numbers is where he should be having a plaque, but there's no plaque. All I'm saying is they know how to inflate the numbers. I'm not saying that's what they did for SBGB TV. I'm not saying that, but that has to be a thought, because I know I know that's something that they do. But even if he didn't, with Wack coming to your shit consistently, your numbers is going to go up. And that's fine. But stop acting like you just took it out the mud and did it like that. My numbers would have did the same thing. Now, I probably wouldn't have sustained it like he did, because like I said, my real life is more a priority than what I'm doing here online until I can get there. So yes, the consistency of what he's doing, of course it got him there. But I think y'all missing something. And I'm talking to the people that's in the comment section on the YouTube, on that YouTube video. So listen, nobody is answering these questions, by the way, that I keep asking and what we keep pointing out, right? Why is it? Some of these people don't even know. So let's go through it. In the beginning, when Turtle called in, and I dare him to say I'm lying, because like I said, I put it in private. I didn't delete it. He doesn't address it. That's what I'm talking about. Turtle called the very first time, and he explained what happened and what's going on with Marciano, and I felt where he was coming from, and I said, "Damn, you know what I'm saying? I wanna run that content on my page to really get the message out there, like he say, to the people. It's about Marciano, and it's about educating the people about what happened with that incident and what went on, who was the corporates of what happened. So it's about getting the message out. Like anybody else in this space, you'll take the content and you'll react to it. I say in my audio in the beginning, I'm not going to do a reaction in the traditional way, only because I think the message was powerful and it needed to be heard and not stepped on. But I did a little bit of a reaction in the intro, and then I did like every now and then I did throughout the audio. It was a 25 minute audio or something like that. And I think I might have interrupted it 3 times, if that. But I explained that. But then I said in the end of it, when it's over, that's when I'm going to get my full reaction. My video was over 45 minutes long. He sent me a message and told me to take it down because I didn't react to the audio. Then when I told him, I said, I did. Did you listen to it? Did you listen to my intro? Did you listen to the end of the video? Did you hear what I said that I was doing? Now, even though I feel like I was definitely in the right, it's just a pet peeve of mine when someone like that wants to. At first, I thought he just wanted to be exclusive with the content. So it's just a pet peeve of mine when people do that, like making a big deal out of no deal. And I gave you your flowers. I said where the content was coming from. I put your link in the description. I didn't play the entire live because it was like a 3 to 4 hour live. So I only did use 20 something minutes of it. And I put the link in the description, told them to go to watch the full live. I did all that. So it's a pet peeve of mine when somebody does this. So I was automatically like, as soon as I hear somebody say that, whether if I'm in the right or the wrong, I'm taking it down. I'm not even going to argue with you about it. But I just wanted to say to him, did you even listen to it? Because it caught me off guard when he said I didn't react to it. I said, what? I'd most definitely reacted to it because I had a lot to say about it. I just didn't want to step on Turtle's message. Anybody with any common fucking sense would understand that, right? Especially somebody who don't have ulterior fucking motives would understand that. But whatever. He sends me a fucking message back and says, oh, come on, my guy. You know how he talk. Oh, come on, my guy. We all know now. You took my whole video. So that's what pissed me off. I'm a grown ass man. I ain't gotta lie about shit. If I took it, I took it. What you gonna do about it? Straight up. And I will give you the opportunity to address me in person, to shake my hand. I swear to God on everything holy. I have no problem with that. Zero problem with that. If you feel disrespected, I will afford you that opportunity to address me in person. However that may be. Behind the scenes. We don't have to do shit for content because I'm not on here for that. But I just don't understand what the real issue was. But to then lie to me and tell me that I took your whole video when I only took 23 to 25. I got to go back and look at it, but it's like 20 something minutes. It was under 25 for sure. To say that was bonkers to me. Like you didn't even listen to it. So I knew then that he had an issue with anybody using the content. So my thing is, if it's about getting the message to the masses, Turtle was only calling into you. He's only calling into you. What are we supposed to listen to your live and just react to it off a mind muscle on what was said, and then try to get the message to the people the best we can without them actually hearing them say? I don't know what just tell me what we supposed to do then. How are we supposed to help cover it and really be tapped and tuned in when they're not giving it to nobody but you, and then you gatekeeping it? See, that's what a lot of people are not understanding what he's doing. And I'm not the only one. I heard Rich Trapper say he had sent them the information on Instagram, and he act like he didn't see it. Because he don't want, even though he may have, Rich Trapper like, man, I got some information you may need on the live. He probably said it in front of his people. He probably told Rich Trapper, okay, yeah, bro, send that to me. But deep down inside, he don't want him to send that to him. It's like he has a disgust for West Coast niggas. Like for West Coast as a whole. It feel like they might have did something to him in the past, and he just has this hate for us. I'm really feeling like that. I'm really feeling that way. And I don't get it. Like, boy, I done got my ass whooped by them. I don't want that problem no more. What's the problem? And then he goes on these long rants about, I ain't messing with these jokers. I don't want to work with these jokers. Number one, nobody is screaming that they want to work with you. I wouldn't personally have a problem working with you. At first, not now. I wouldn't do anything with you. But at the time, I wouldn't have had no problem working with you. But what is working with each other got to do with anything? How I'm going to snake you or do this or do that? I'm working with whoever I can work with. And I know I got common sense. If I see something that ain't funny, that seem funny, it don't seem right, I'm gonna abort the mission. I know that's just me. I understand that. But your message is, I ain't rocking with nobody. I ain't rocking with none of them. With nobody. So that makes me think like, well, damn. When you say to the people that they your people and you rocking with them and you got love for them, are you just saying that to get the likes and the views and the et cetera and et cetera? And then if any of them want to, reach out to you and do anything with you, you're going to cut them all. No, I don't want nothing to do with you. I don't want nothing to do with y'all. But like I said, that's his message. That's what he wants to push. Cool, that's you. But why is it that Wack can bump heads, or not bump heads, but Reggie Wright have him on his show, and Reggie asking certain questions from certain people that Wack know he don't want to get them questions from, like Scandalous Los Angeles TV, and he know that Reggie is indirectly, taking little pow shots at him. That now all of a sudden he go SBGB reporting about Reggie Wright. We ain't heard him say nothing about Reggie this whole time. Perfect timing. That's just a coincidence, right? I'm going to just say this. Again, support who you going to support. To support me or don't support me. It's okay. I'll be okay. You're not going to tell me that I can't have my own thoughts and opinions about someone. See something that looks funny and moves funny and call out. You're not going to tell me I can't do that. And if he would shut up about it, I would be damn sure shut up about it. My video was a response to his video. I don't see nobody calling him out on that too, by the way. All the name calling and shit that he do. He talk too big, too tough on the internet. I just be wondering if we'll never know with his scary ass. We'll never know. But I just wonder if he like that in person. I really do. I really wish if he was in a room with them wolves. Will he be that boss he keep talking like he is? I would hope so. I really do. Because that would be the biggest letdown in my life if we was all in the same room working together, networking together, and he was quiet as a mouse. I'm just saying, bro. He go into his rants about us, the reaction channels. Why don't you tailor your message to who you got the issue with? You mad because Rich Trapper and my man IBM Hoodlum was pointing out something that they peeped. So what? That's their right. Just like you got your right to say what you want to say. But then you go on your route, your little rants, and nobody in them chats be saying nothing about it. They just let them spin. Keep going, SBGBGB. We all know now. Who in you in my chat? Let's rock. We all know now. Yeah, man. Shit crazy to me. It is what it is. Nobody can answer them questions though. Why is they only giving the information to him, and why is he gatekeeping it if it's supposed to get out to the masses? That sounds like message control. The illusion of, yeah, it's out there. Yeah, we put it out there. Well, because if he doesn't, then it's like, he's hiding something. So, yeah, put it out there. I'm going to give you selective things to put out there so we can say that it's out there. And I want to question something else, too. I know SBGB TV is a call-in show. And I have thought about it, too. Like, man, that'd be cool to have a call-in show. You know who I would never answer for, though? Is him. I don't need to hear his story. I don't need to hear Wack's point of view. I don't need to hear any of that. You know why? Because I know everything that's going to come out of his mouth is a lie and it's going to be spin. So why in the fuck are you so comfortable talking to these niggas, though? You talking about, because Wack don't want to talk to us. No, I think it's the other way around, sir. He know we don't want to talk to him. And if we ever gave him that opportunity, he would have to spin like he was in spin class. And he ain't ready for that. That's why I pointed it out in my video. You say it's because we don't have the intellect to compete with him. He'll run circles around us. Wouldn't we be a perfect target for him to run and spin his narrative? That was the dumbest shit I ever heard someone say, if I'm being real with you. That was dumb. We would be his target audience or target YouTubers. Because he can get us to spin whatever narrative he wants. But no, he goes to you. He goes to you because you got the intellect. You got the foresight to expose what he's really doing, to get him up out of here. He goes to you for that. Yeah, he goes to you for that. Okay, we hear you loud and clear. That's why I say, listen when a person talk. You just listen. He'll tell you. He'll tell you everything you need to know. He go to you. That's what he said, y'all. To the SBGB TV supporters, I'm just reiterating what he said. It's in my video, and it's on his page. But that's what he said. He said that we don't have the intellect to compete with dude. He'd run circles around us. See, this is what I've been trying not to do. Because when I hone in on something, I'm going to hone the fuck in on it. And I would rather be united than division any day. But I see that SBGB TV don't want that at all. I done heard you loud and clear already. But if you wasn't tripping, I wasn't tripping. Swear to God. But this is what I guess he wanted. It's what he wanted to do. Okay. How much sense does that make, people? He goes to him because he has the intellect. The wherewithal. He has it all. He is the mastermind to this YouTube shit. So Wax says, I'm going to go to him because he's a formidable challenger. Somebody that he knows can read right through his bullshit and keep him online. To expose him to being a snitch and a rat and a worker and all that. That's why he go to you. He bypasses us. He doesn't want us to help him spin his narratives. Because we not sharp enough. Okay. Just using your words, bro. That's what you said. We just peons. You know? We just peons. Yeah. Okay. Listen, man. Let me see what the chat say. Wants it to be us versus him so bad. He is a nobody, a goofy. What is he doing for the community? Facts. The Crenshaw District. Let me move my phone up. Right. Expedition Park. Skid Row. He is not going to do anything either. 1,000% beautifully put. He ain't doing nothing for the community. He's helping tear down our community. But y'all don't see it. Y'all so blinded by the BS rants that he go on that y'all don't even see it. Like I said in my video, before this indictment really hit the way it hit and all that, I ain't hear that man say nothing. Nothing about Big U. I ain't hear that man say nothing about no Reggie Wright. I ain't hear none of that shit. Now that's all he talk about. Whack Big U, whack Big U. He ain't said nothing about how it happened, how they got Big U. None of that. But he's up the streets. He denounced the streets. So because you was part of the streets and you benefited off the streets, you benefited off of it, but then something happened to where you got up off them streets. So you understand what it is to be a solid individual. And understanding that in the streets, things ain't black and white, and some things ain't what they really appear to be, and you really got to do certain things that you may not be certainly proud of, but you got to do it to survive. So you knowing all that, but because you denounced it, now it's F all that. F everything with it. Burn it down. Because you seen the light. But you want to come on here in school and educate me about my community, about our culture? Are you out your fucking mind? You really done lost your mind, little dude. I just wish I could find out if he gonna be calling niggas peons and bozos in they face, man. I wish there was a way we could find out. Cause that's the shit that annoys me about him. I know the feds listening. I wouldn't have did nothing. I just would have gave him a noogie on his head, y'all. Don't come for me. Yeah, don't come for me. But salute to him. And like I said in my video, continue to support him. Continue to support me or not. That's fine. But respect my opinion and my stance. Like I gotta respect his. I don't have to agree with it, but I have to respect it. We can agree to disagree. I could be wrong. And if I was, and if I am, I'd admit it. But I know I'm not. Yep. I know I'm not. And the fact that he being exposed, you can tell. It's getting to him. It's getting to him. But, you know, why worry about little old us anyway? You so way up there. You up there with Elon Musk. Why you worry about little old us? And what little old us got to say? Big timer. We all know now. Hey, do Sims, we all know now. Just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? I just want to appreciate the people who pulled up. I just want to appreciate the ones who subscribe to my channel. I just want to appreciate the ones who unsubscribe to my channel. I want to appreciate Damu Kiwe Conversations, Dose of Reality TV, Scandalous Los Angeles. I want to appreciate, I'm going to make a call back. I'm going to call you back, my bad queen. I just want to appreciate, you all know I know your names now. I want to appreciate Muddy from the Mud, Soja. I support all y'all. Thank you, brother. I appreciate, I just want to appreciate you supporting me, bro. You know? Yeah. We can sit here and do that shit all day too. Repeating the same shit all day, every day. Hey, forget me. And I know I do a lot of bragging on Do Sims and Yayo and them, but they deserve it. Because I do this shit and I only do 40-50% of what they do. So I know how much work it is to do this. And to put on a show every motherfucking day. With real information in it. You know what I'm saying? Like real information in it. Substance. And to be on point. And to rock it. Like he say, rock the crowd. And yeah, they're a two-man band. And what's the problem with that? Even as a two-man band, you can see Deuce can rock it solo, a solo, a dolo, whatever he say. He can rock it dolo, like I can rock it dolo. We all can rock it dolo. PSA, don't meet the hallway. Oh, yeah. Salute, Muddy. I appreciate you, bro. You know I do. Real talk. He can rock it dolo. We all can rock it dolo. But we all gonna do it our own little way. What's the problem with that? See, that's the shit that the other people, that they don't call him out on that. Why y'all don't call him out on that? Why he so critical? Why he so worried about how Do Sims and them do their show? Or how we do our show? Why he so worried about it? Y'all don't say nothing to him about that. Y'all be like, I know, right? But before him, y'all was over there in Damu Kiwe Conversations laughing and everything, saying y'all was getting active in y'all chucks. But you niggas really had sandals on. Straight up. All of y'all was in Rich Trapper chat talking about doing the clap with him when he start. Yeah. Y'all was over here and Stand on the Media rocking that dry ass intro right along with me. But now all of a sudden y'all don't know us no more. We nobodies. Okay. Look, man. Do y'all, man. But just be fair about it. That's what I'm saying. Just call this shit down the middle. You hear what I'm saying to you? But yeah. Deuce and them put in a lot of work in what they do. They giving y'all substance, man. They giving y'all education, something to believe in. Real things that you can apply to your life right now and be aware of right now. Every day. And it's something different every day. I don't care how many times they re-rock that old content. They give you something new and you learn something new every time. See, that's the problem. They want you to be a one and done. When it's important information like WAC 100 is a confidential source, a 137 and whatever else he is, and 600 is whatever he is, and they've been working this whole time setting our people up, going into our communities, faking like they fuck with us, recording information to give to the Fed. See, that type of information is vital information for people to have right motherfucking now. And you talking about why they keep talking about the same thing, nigga, because the people ain't waking up yet. They starting to get there. But that's exactly what they supposed to do. Keep hammering it. Again, we not knocking pork chops out your mouth, sir. What, you don't like niggas eating pork chops? You just don't let me find out SBGBT. We got a Muslim that don't like niggas eating pork chops. I'm just saying, Dose of Reality TV, man. Salute, bro. Fuck we talk. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call you back. What's wrong with him, man? What's wrong with him, man? I really don't understand it. At least Do Sims and Yael giving you real content, real substantive content that they put in the work, the investigative work, the research, the time outside of their everyday life. And they giving it to you for free. For free. And then they say, you shout us out, show us a little love, you can use it too. Yeah, man, go ahead and use it. It's about getting the message to the people more than about being selfish and keeping the message to ourselves. Let me share the wealth. That nigga Do Sims don't know me from a can of paint. Hell, I could be, let me not say that shit, because I'll never be one of them plants on God in heaven. Stone me. If I ever do it, stone me. But he don't know me from a can of paint. He'll let me rock it like he'll let anybody else rock it and eat off of it. He ain't charging a nigga like that. He ain't putting pressure on me to post it, to do this, to do that. He don't do none of that. He put the information out there, and you do with it as you may. Just be respectful with it. Don't be misleading or changing narratives in it. But you got a problem with that. And over there on your channel, you doing the opposite of that. Talking about why we talking about what happened in the past. We need to talk about what's going on right now. We need to talk about March. Why they keep talking about, I don't want to hear about this CS2 back. We don't want to hear about this CS2 back. We want to hear about what's going on with March. Nigga, how we gonna talk about that if we don't got the information? You the only one with the information and you gatekeeping the information. So what the fuck are we supposed to do with the information? And as far as letting the people know about CS2 back, nigga, that's what we supposed to be doing. Why you ain't doing it? That's the question. When Rich Trapper sent you that info, nigga, why you ain't using? Why you ain't informing the people? What's up with that? Oh, because it's old, it's no good. Some people want to know how it started. How did we get here? But for some reason, you don't feel that people need to know that. This shit crazy. This shit Baby B Brazy. Salute to Baby B Brazy and the Who's too, by the way. I love those brothers too, man. Like I say, behind the bar, oh, let me not do all that. They doing their thing. Let me just say that. If you know, you know. Salute to them brothers. You know what I'm saying? That's how you, man. If you grown, got all your capabilities and all your mind and all your strength, and you ain't doing a mother effing thing to take care of yourself and take care of your family, there's something really wrong with you. Because there's people out here in real bad compromising situations, still making it happen. Ain't begging nobody for nothing. Getting it out the mud no matter where they at. Man, salute the baby B Brazy and the who's, and that's a fact. Let's go. So anyway, damn, I didn't talk way too much. So, I seen that academics, and I don't know if this is new or old, but it says, "Hey, look, bro, academics calls whack 100." I know it just came out 4 hours ago. Hey, look, bro, academics calls whack 100 to speak on Brick Baby denying snitching, and he goes crazy on Pyro. That's crazy. So this, I'm assuming this is new. So I'm gonna play this. So we're gonna listen to this and see what they talking about. He playing both sides. You dig? You dig? He doing more than that. He done got paid off first pick. You know what I'm saying? Like he tell the people he only get information. He only gonna talk to the people through that phone call. He ain't talking to nobody outside of that. He ain't doing that. But certain things he done reported on, he got that behind them scenes. I'm telling you, man. What's in the dark always come out to the light. So it ain't my job to convince you of anything. That's why I'm trying to make it clear. Join, support who you gonna support. You ain't got to take you. We can agree to disagree. I'm fine with that. You know what I'm saying? You know, you should not rock with me because I don't agree that dude is legit. I don't think he's legit at all, and many other people don't. But that's okay. We have a right to think like that. We got a right to feel that way. After that, I don't care. Do your thing. Prove me wrong. That's it. Just prove me wrong. And I'll gladly do a video apologizing. Straight up. It's not that deep. But if you go listen to his rants, you will see that he thinks it's that deep. Because I don't even do this. I've been doing this for 2-3 years now. How many rants you heard me go in on somebody, another fellow YouTuber at that? I don't think that's gangster, if I'm being honest. We corny right now. Me and him. But it is what, that's just me though. We're gonna get to this content. Salute to you. I'm gonna call you back, man. I know we family. We family. We family. Okay, team, salute. Gotta finish my workout. Okay, Queen, you take care, man. Get that workout in. You do your thing, Queen. Drew V, what it do, sir? I think I seen you earlier and didn't even speak. Man, my bad. Pookaroo. Wack talked about Big U for years. Yeah, that he definitely did. That's what he did do. Dude Sam's got that word. You know what I'm saying? That's real. Just going to the chizad. Okay, we're going to get to the content, man. Let's go. No, she said she said she about to finish her workout. Yeah, she working out, she gonna be a little sweaty, man. That's what you know what I mean? Shit, if you ain't sweating, you ain't working. But there ain't no excuse for your muddy ass feet though. I told you, you still ain't went and washed them feet. I'm gonna call your mama and get on her, man, and tell her to get on your ass, bro. Let's get to it. Academics. The sheep goat.
Every time I call Wack, I'm always thinking, he's just hey, yo, bro. That's how Wack gets to the phone.
Yo.
Wack!
What up?
I'm on stream. I'm on stream warning.
What's the word?
Yeah, we just listened to the Brick Baby calling.
Bruh. Yo, look, Act, what I've been telling you, bro. You don't listen.
Is Brick working or not?
What's up?
Brick was definitely working. I mean, that's you ain't running around here 21 months, nigga, with 4 sets of cases and no court dates.
Yo, Wack. Was he talking about you on this thing?
Talking about who?
So I think he was talking about 600 for sure.
Do you want to see how much money you're eligible for? If you were in a car crash within the last 2 years, that was
because he says a light.
What do you mean?
It's on his thing. He's like this light-skinned dude with a badge or whatever the case is, and he basically was just like, "Yo, people are saying that." He said people are saying that I'm a snitch. Basically,
no. The paperwork says he's a snitch.
Well, yeah, you. Well, I don't know if you're right, but
Did you read the paperwork?
No. Okay. Explain the paperwork.
Okay, don't tell me, nigga, no head. You ain't read the paperwork?
Okay, I did read the paperwork, but he explained it.
Did you read it?
Yes, he explained it though.
Oh, no, you can't explain it. No, there's no explaining that. See, this is how this works. And this is why I hate a lot of you motherfuckers, right? Niggas will make up shit on me that ain't printed nowhere and ride with it. But it'll be printed right in front of your face and you let a nigga tell you that ain't what you read. See, listen, all you gotta do is read what he's reading. That nigga's talking to his mama or his bitch.
Yeah.
Read it. All you gotta do is read it. Don't none of that got nothing to do with no child custody or none of that shit. When you talking to your people and you don't know your phone is wired, right? Let me tell you who gonna know you cooperate. Your bitch gonna know. Your woman gonna know you cooperate. She gonna know what's going on with you.
Here it go.
So you're not gonna hide nothing from her.
He said he was talking about a custody battle though. Like
Yeah, and that's what Brick said. So how you just gonna tell Brick what it's about? You can't say that he's snitching like you can't say that he not snitching. I'm say I ain't seen nothing about him snitching, so I'm standing on the line that he ain't snitching. He ain't did no snitching. I ain't seen nothing about him snitching. Where is it at? But you damn sure can't say that he is snitching because you don't have anything showing that he is snitching. So why you going so hard in the paint to paint that picture on him? And what's so even crazier about that is you are an informant calling Brick Baby a snitch. The irony in that.
No. Do you see anywhere in there where there's ever a
No.
Well, the cops.
No, that nigga said what? I'm tired of doing what the police tell me to do. See, when you're doing a custody battle act, the police don't tell you to do shit. The courts tell you what to do. Let's get it right.
That's true.
Courts, police, two different entities.
Yeah, but street niggas might call the courts police.
No, we don't. Nothing about that conversation has anything to do with a custody battle. But y'all let dudes spit in y'all. But guess what? If my name was tied to that same statement, what would they be saying?
You're right about it. But let me ask you this question, though, Wack.
There's no but, bro.
No, there is a but.
There's no but. It's no but.
Okay,
if you show me anywhere in them documents where custody battle is mentioned, anywhere, you got me.
Hold on, but Wack. All right. So I'm hearing what you're saying. Here is the response to it. The response to it would be...
I don't care about his response.
No. It's not about his response. Wack. We got to, we got to use critical thinking.
No, you can't, because guess what?
Can I get it off? Can I say it?
Snitch is going to want to respond to his snitching in a way that makes it look like it ain't snitching. This is why it's called paperwork. Watch this act. The documentation beats the conversation. Period. That's why it's called paperwork. Fuck what you talking about. Yeah, we gonna read about what you talking about.
Okay, so let me ask you this question then, right? Because if what you're saying is right, then this doesn't make sense to me. I need you to explain. If that is proof that he's working, why would the feds show their hand by including it and then put him in the jail?
They're done with him, Act. What do you mean?
But they need him to testify.
They didn't show this work in 2022.
They need him. If he's working, they need him to testify.
He's been working since 2022. No, see, here, let me send you something, bro. See, this is the problem with you civilian niggas. I'm going to send you something, bro.
But you get what I'm saying, though. Like,
no.
Why would they put someone who was working? Why would they tell on him? They're telling on him.
You got to kick back because you niggas is slow because you don't come from this life. I just sent you an attachment of niggas working. I don't think you get it.
Well, I will say. Ooh, had my speaker up too loud. I will agree to this. Act definitely is slow if he doesn't know that Wack 100 is working. That I will agree with. Does academics know that he's actually on the phone with an informant? Do y'all think he knows that? Please tell me in the chat.
When you working, right, and you run around out here and you leading them to the hot spot and leading them to the nigga with the guns and leading them to the nigga with the dope, that's work.
Great point. I'm sorry, First Pick. That was a great point. And that's something right there. A lot of people don't wake up either. Straight up. He don't know if he's active or a civilian. He don't know which way he want to. How do people not see that? That he waffles between the two. He's street when he's trying to relate to some street people on some street shit to get information on them, to get them to get them locked up, to get information on them, and then once he do it, he flips to Mr. Civilian. I don't do that stuff. No. My house and my kids don't even have a driveway. They don't even have a driveway in front of the house. No. We have a bounce house that we bought, and we have pigs in a blanket, and yeah. We get the Oscar Mayer wieners, not the great value brand. Yeah, we don't do that. Civilian status. Like, y'all don't see how this fool waffles? You don't think that's odd? Come on, man.
I don't think you understand. 5 leads will lead to 50 arrests, and he's never tied to it. But we're gonna let you out. You see what I just sent you?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I want you to look at what I just sent you. That is a nigga that's working. Yo, act.
No,
Act, I'm not gonna do no back and forth with you because you's a square nigga.
No, I'm just asking questions.
You'll never understand. Listen, Act, I got people I know who left a spot at 12 o'clock, got pulled over down the street, right?
Salute to the Henny gang. Salute to the Henny gang in the building. So you already watched this one, huh? So you saying Wack random circles around him, huh? So why on earth would Wack call academics if he know he can run circles around him? Because accordingly to SBGB TV, he don't talk to us peons. He don't talk to niggas like us because he can run circles around us. See, he's going to wish he never said those words. Those words will come back to bite him, I promise. I'm confused. Because Henny Gang just said in the chat, in this little video we watching, that Wack runs circles around Act. But why would he do that? SBGB probably was asleep. That's probably what happened.
They get caught. We see them the next day, 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
I'm not arguing that.
This is the homie, right?
All I'm arguing is why would they out him?
This is the homie, but guess what he's doing? Now he's working.
Okay, but why would the feds out him though? Because if like the feds put
look, yo, Act, you're still missing. Everybody he didn't turn in, we don't know. You're missing the point.
Okay, but why would they out him if they want other people to end up working with them?
They done with him, bro. They're done with him. Bro, the nigga ran around 2 years.
No, I hear what you're saying.
He ran, Act, listen to me. I'm not finna, because you acting like you stupid right now. I know you're not stupid.
No, I'm not, because the feds wouldn't tell y'all who their snitches are because it would discourage other people from snitching.
If you have a 700 plus credit score, you qualify for Chase's new program where you could access up to $150,000 of capital for free at 0% interest rates to fund any business or investment that you want, all in the next 30 days. Chase's new program allows you to access up to $150,000 of free capital for your businesses and investments without needing any tax returns, bank statements, or pay stubs, and it doesn't require an upfront payment.
Everybody a nigga tell on ain't documented, nigga. If you run around 2 years with no court date, you'd have been caught with 5 gun shootings, no court date.
My bad, y'all. I had to go to the bathroom, man. You know how these ass do. As soon as you go, they pop up.
Hey, homie, this. Hey, homie, this. And your phone is hot. You know your phone is hot because you working. So when you call your homie, hey, nigga, what's up? You heard about that robbery in Arizona? Was that a little double up him? He know what he do. He's working. He's sitting them. Leave this, that. He gotta give them shit to stay on the street. Now what they do, guess what they do? They go watch a little double up. They go a little double up. Okay, we're a little double up going. Oh, damn, there it go. That's the dope spot. That Brick said, boom, okay. They serve a warrant. They raid that. They never know it came from Brick. When you're working, this ain't about the direct people you tied to. This about leading the police to all the shit out here in the streets. Understand?
But ain't that what Wack doing? Ain't that, let me remind the people, because some people might have forgot. Wack and 600 openly talked about an open murder on YouTube. I mean, on Clubhouse that made it to YouTube. An open murder. They talked about it. They brought it to the internet. Wack told you he brought it to the internet. He said the people were on TikTok with it. However, nobody else seen this mystery video that was supposedly on TikTok. Then he said he talked to the people and recorded the people and put that audio out. So they called and told you about the situation, but told you don't say nothing. The feds don't want nobody to know. Then you proceed to bring it to Clubhouse to talk about it. But you have the nerve, the audacity, a mitigated gall to sit here and call Brick Baby a snitch without no solid proof. But we can point to something solid that you did outside of all the other things you did. That's a fact. You know what you did. You talked about an open murder. Then lied about it. Said it was blood under the fingernails. That was no such thing. Did not happen. Blood, it was inconclusive. It wasn't a positive match. It wasn't any of that. But you brought that to the internet. That's snitching at its finest. You may have over exaggerated the blood under the fingernails, but you didn't over exaggerate the body. Therefore, boy, that is snitching. The pure definition of dry snitching, wet snitching, all the snitching and above. You did that. Let's not let him forget that, people.
Damn, what the fuck I'm telling you.
Oh, him and 600. I'm sorry. 600 also.
Okay, so Wack, I'm not
when
even
they
saying.
done with
Hell, even Loose Cannon didn't want no parts of that.
you, act when they done with you.
They throw your name in a federal indictment, basically say you're complaining about working.
Hey, bro, do you know what niggas would do to stay out another 2.5 years?
No, I'm not saying that Brick is or isn't a snitch.
Do you know what niggas would do? The nigga got a shooting case. They caught him in 2022.
Salute, Henny Gang.
Got down 3 times. In 2023,
I gotta
they
do
catch
some
you
real
with
content.
an AK 2 handguns and 125 rounds. He lies about it on your show when I cornered him and said it was a DA reject. This shit never went to the state. It was always feds. But when he get arrested, all the dates I gave.
But then you say the Main Street case was a state case, but then it went federal. And Greg Kading also said it was federal. But you keep saying that it's a state case. I wonder why you keep doing that. You tell people that you wasn't involved in the Main Street case whatsoever, but the only arrest in that case was Cash Jones. I wish I had that on my soundboard. You say you had no involvement with that whatsoever, but they say that while they hemmed you up on a traffic stop or whatever, the reason they were busting you, but when they pulled you over and was shaking you down there, they were then at your house at the same time ransacking your house, and they found guns, and you're a felon. It doesn't matter if the gun is your wife, your kids, the dogs, the roaches, the rats, your people, like your cousins. It doesn't matter. You're a felon around a firearm. That's an automatic violation in California, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody can clarify that for me in the chat. But then later on, you'd say that it was only one gun. It wasn't guns. It wasn't plural. Not academics, but Active Chucks pointed that part out. You know, you said that was kicked out because you said you didn't have no involvement whatsoever. Then we find out that the involvement that you had, it was let go because they got you off of living beyond your means, whatever the hell that means. He was living above his means. That's what they were charging him with, not the guns, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I have that confused. I just need somebody to help me out in the chat. Tell me if I'm wrong here. They didn't get you for the guns, but they got you for living beyond your means. We didn't see a video of you talking to them flapjackets at the federal building on the 169th floor. But you went there to retrieve your items. But you have legal beagles that you pay on retainer that do just that. They will go get those items for you. What was those items that they took? Was it the firearms or the firearm? Because I'm confused. Because you're all over the place with your story. I'm just saying, if we're going to call out Brick Baby, we got to be fair. We got to call this across the board. Let's laser focus on you and your lies and your inconsistencies. So, yeah. What was you doing there talking to the flapjackers about again? What was it? They owed you a favor. That's right. They told you they owed you a favor. And then you called that favor in when you seen Shaquille O'Neal was in a little issue. He was in a little issue with a guy. I don't want to mention his name again. I'm sorry, bro. But you know, it's just, damn. Because he really just doing his own thing. But he got an issue with this guy that lived right across the way from you. Interesting. Hell of a coincidence, right? And you say, yeah, man, I'm going to call in that favor. I'm calling that favor. But then you say that they didn't owe you a favor. So I'm confused. Did they owe you a favor or not? You said you gave it to your attorney for your attorney to use for Shaquille O'Neal. That got caught up in a case with a person that you live right across the way from. Yeah. How did y'all actually start to live next to each other? Has anybody felt that out? How did that move happen? I'm just asking. Let's go.
Gave y'all, you niggas want to ignore. It's right there. Damn wax.
And real quick, who told on Poochie? Can somebody tell me in the comment section who told on Poochie?
June 23rd, 2023, you got called with a K. You kept denying it. So, Brick,
hold on. But Whack. And let me ask you a question. I'm asking as a square. Let me ask you this question. No, let me ask you a question. So you're telling me, say, two agencies or say your local and feds run up in, say, a friend of yours' house. If they find something, because this happened with Young Thug, they didn't charge him for everything initially. It might come in. That might be part of another investigation. They know they caught you with it. They have proof.
Listen to me, bro. They came and got Thug for what they wanted him for, right?
And then they charged him more shit later.
Somebody was working on Thug. When they came and got Thug, bro, they didn't know to tear open that wall and find the guns. One of his people told him that. He still don't know which one. That's niggas working. When you hear niggas say you're working, right? You're working. That means you're running around the streets and you leading the police to leave to make arrests. So if this nigga, they didn't let him go. I just sent you a clip. Little dude is about to go to work. Watch the clip, Act. He's about to go to work and get caught with a gun. They put him in the car. They say, you know where to get more guns from? He says, you gonna let me go and I ain't gotta go to jail? They said, yeah. So now what they're gonna do is they're gonna let him go over here to the nigga buy the guns from, boom. The nigga buy the dope from, boom. They gonna lay on him, they gonna bust him. He might be the little nigga with just getting 10 guns to sell. Okay, well, you getting the guns from him, we gonna give you 20 years. Then this nigga leads them to the next nigga. And they keep going up, and up the ranks, using niggas to work because they want to stay on the street.
Okay, so
any given time when they want to, they can take a nigga to jail. You're going to eventually go to jail. When they can use you up, and they don't need to get nothing else out of you, then they take you.
Man, I'm not going to lie. That right there was some real shit for your ass. When they get enough of you, they gonna use you and throw you to the wolves. Cause that's what it sounds like is happening with you. But you know what I did hear from salute to my guy again, IBM Hoodlum. Salute to him. I like that little guy. Well, not little guy. He younger than me. I'm assuming so. I look at him as little bro. But salute to him, man. Cause you know what he said? He said when that no jumper incident happened. And Wack was terrified for his life of losing that job because that was the only real income he had going. That when he went up there, That nigga told every goddamn thing, man. That nigga told everything. He told who everybody on that squad was and what they did, what their participation was. He told Adam everything. Man, shit. He even told on Donald Trump. He told on Biden, and that's why Biden didn't win the president. I'm trying to tell you. That nigga told on everybody. Adam went and bought him a marathon burger. He sat right there for an hour and a half and spilt the beans. I thought I was listening to American Gangster when IBM Hoodlum was telling the story. I said, God damn, what's the what's the nigga name from American Hustler, man? What's bro name? That's who I thought I was listening to. I said, golly, he told it all. Then he brought the I seen. Oh my God, I should go grab that off of Instagram. Jay Reed. Oh man, should I go grab it? Damn it. I'll double back to it. But Jay Reed put up an interesting little short talking about man tell Wack man why he posted the watch. Why'd he post the watch, man? He brought the watch back to the show and posted the watch. The question people keep asking is Wack gonna snitch on the IBM on the whole Loose Cannon squad? He already has done that. Oh, but is he gonna sign, seal, and deliver it to save him his own skin? What do you think? Was he solid in Wheeler, Texas, when it got dismissed in the interest of justice? Because remember, he lied. He said that I'm just trying to educate the people. Wack, don't get mad at me. I mean, you got the right to go at Brick Baby how you doing and shit, and that's fine. So we gonna critique you. Remember, you said that you got stopped for illegal search and seizure in that Wheeler, Texas case. We can't keep skating over that, y'all. Please don't skate over that. He said that. Like, that's something that you would definitely remember if you had a case dismissed that was as big as that. Something that was is of importance as that. Like, that is a serious situation that he was in. So I don't think you would forget what was the reasoning. You said for a legal search and seizure. And then the paperwork came back and said that was a lie. And Maury Popish the hell out of your ass and said that was a lie. That motion was denied. Then you said, man, look, these bozos, listen to these bozos. They don't understand. You got more than one lawyer. What does one got to do with the other? What the paperwork says, it got dismissed in the interest of justice. And it does not explain what that is. So that is, if there was ever a red flag, that was it. It doesn't tell you what the interest of justice was. It just tells you that it was done in the interest of justice. Everything else was unmarked on that paperwork, and the paperwork is legit. Why would you lie and tell the people that it was dismissed because of an illegal search and seizure? They said they smell marijuana all in the car. You said you drug free. You didn't mention nothing about that. We're just trying to understand. We're just trying to figure it out. That's it. We're just trying to figure it out.
So you're saying that Brick Baby
ain't no nigga catching no cases for 2.5 years and ain't got no fucking court date, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
Wait, but here's the thing. They eventually.
That's a fact. First pick.
So what's the point of working?
Hey, bro,
Just so everybody in the chat know, I definitely is reading the chat. I'm looking at the chat and focusing on the chat. I just ain't responding too much like I usually do, because I ain't hear this yet. So I'm listening to while we reacting to it. So I'm just letting it kind of like play. So that, but I'm seeing everything in the chat.
Look,
how could he like
now I gotta call you stupid. Are you not?
Hey, can somebody oh my God, I'm sorry. One more time. Can somebody give Henny a moderator wrench, or do I have to do it?
For 2 years, he led these niggas probably to 50 arrests.
It was part of an investigation, so they eventually charged. What I'm saying is that what is he getting out of the work?
Bro, I think you
like 6ix9ine got 6ix9ine got a departure from the mandatory minimum, which is a 5K one letter.
Let Act
so
talk.
What is Brick Baby getting out of snitching? Because at this point, he's still in jail and he's not getting bail. So
That's
what did he
a
get out of
fact.
His
snitching?
dog wasn't running around the streets for 2.5 years either, nigga. They never let him go. Fuck out of here, nigga. Who you think you talking to?
Hold on.
Are you missing it?
Oh,
That's a lie.
Brick Baby got caught in 2022 the first time shooting in the parking lot. They let him go. No court date.
The same thing happened with Shotty and them. They brought in Shotty for shootings and let him go. And then they brought him in for the RICO and hit him with all those things. How is that different?
And guess what people have said about Shotty?
Shotty's not working. Stop it.
What people have said.
Stop
it. People have said it.
Stop it, bro. Please stop it, Wack. Stop it with Shotty.
Stop it. Hey, yo,
Stop it,
let me tell you something, Act.
Not with Shotty. We can get back to Brick. No, let's
you
go.
a born snitch because you was a civilian.
Oh.
You can't tell me, bro.
Shotty never snitched, bro. Stop it. No,
Hey, bro, it's a lot of people that say Shotty working, bro.
No,
a lot of New
stop.
York niggas say that.
Maybe Brick Baby, not Shotty.
But we ain't doing that. Fuck
Why would you
Shotty.
say that?
Look, you're not smarter than me. Back over here to Brick. Fuck
I'm gonna
Shotty.
mute up.
What I'm telling you is, you a nigga that ain't never experienced nothing in the street. You can't tell a nigga who I didn't watch one nigga take down 50 niggas because they ran around for 3 years working. But why they didn't? That's his reward. You want to stay on the street? You want to make a little money? Have some nest egg put up so when we come get you? Keep bringing it to us. Keep leading us to it. This is what you call it. I just sent you a link. Look at the link, nigga.
Okay,
He's
Wack.
about to go to work.
All right, Wack, let me ask you a question then.
No, look at the link.
No, I know.
Look at the link.
All right, Wack, I've
He's
seen it.
about to go to work.
Wack, I'm going to give you a situation.
No offense, but if you're paying more than $30 a month on car insurance, you're getting ripped off. Everybody knows you can buy car.
And then because
you can't give me shit because I've been living it.
Wack.
You can't give me shit. I've been living it, bro.
We having a conversation. Like again,
you can't give me shit. I'm on Brick Baby because because what you gonna give me? I have no documentation. I got documentation that says, nigga, they arrested you for a shooting in 2022. No fucking court dates. Then you get caught. They run back up in your house because you was finna kill your baby mama. They catch you with a K2 handguns, 125 rounds. No court date. The shooting's still there. No court date. This is there. No court date. Nigga, it's only one reason they gonna leave you out here on these streets.
Because they have an open investigation.
Oh, man, you don't get it. You got it.
Yeah, hold on,
Wack. Talk about something. I'm to a point, I don't entertain ignorance.
Wait. Wack, let me ask you this question then. And I'm going to use this is a real situation, too.
You can't tell it.
Hold on, Wack.
I don't want to talk about it.
No, we have work about this. We have work about this. I just want to show you that.
You can't put the work in front of me.
We have work about this, and this is in public court. So I want you to keep your same logic with this. So Big Jook, they had one of the shooters that's implicating Big Jook. Why didn't they arrest Big Jook then? So Big Jook was working then, right? Because Big Jook ran.
No, you're missing the point, bro.
Because you're saying if someone doesn't get arrested immediately, they're working.
Tell me, look, I'm gonna show to the world how dumb you can be.
Okay, please.
I want you to tell me the difference between what you're saying about Jook and Brick Baby situation. If you can't tell me the difference, then I'm gonna tell you the difference, and everybody's gonna see that you're shallow-minded. So you tell me the difference between the Jook situation and Brick situation.
I'm going to be honest with you. Both situations to me have similarities that there was an open investigation.
No, they don't. I'm going to tell the world why you're shallow-minded and you a square motherfucker and you're dumb to the game. Dumb to the game that you don't come from.
How?
Now,
tell me.
How? I'm going to show you how. Jook was never arrested. Okay? We're going to leave that there. He was never arrested. Brick Baby was arrested in 2022 for a shooting. An ex-convict discharging a firearm in the state of California.
But he was not arrested for that gun. Okay, I hear you. But he was not arrested for that gun. Was he arrested for the gun?
He get arrested again in 2023. Let me tell you the coldest part about this. And
he wasn't arrested for the gun, though.
You and I asked with it. Hold on. Let me show you the coldest part about it. When a nigga got arrested again in 2023, you know what I still never told nobody?
What?
You ready for this?
What?
You couldn't find record of the charges and the arrest after his arrest, nigga. See, I never said it. Now, when the paperwork come, it's obvious we see the arrest happen. You could never, this how I knew you was working. You could never find record of the June 23rd fucking arrest after his arrest. We all go through the same system and pull it. Alright, this is whack you talking to, bro. Ain't nothing slow about me. You cannot find record of his fucking arrest and release from June 23rd, 2023. Watch this. You also couldn't find record of his arrest of the shooting in June 2022. You couldn't find record of none of them.
Wait.
You couldn't find record. There was no record of the arrest.
How are we looking up these records if you're saying there's no record exists?
Hey, bro, the same way we look up any fucking body else, bro.
Well, some places...
Either you go on the Pacer on the Fed side, or you go into the motherfucking LAsheriff.gov on the state side, bro.
Yeah, but if you don't look it up while he's in custody... I'm saying,
bro,
if you don't look it up while he's in custody, you won't see it.
Bro.
You can look up the case, but if there was
liar.
If they didn't assign him a case for it.
Do you understand? When you give fingerprints in a mugshot, you're in the system. Even if they let you go, even if you bail, OR, regardless of what it is, it shows your arrest. Anybody in your chat that did time will tell you I'm right. It shows your arrest. If they released you right there on the OR, which is the own reconnaissance, it just says OR. If they released you on the bail, it just says bail. But it's going to give the time, the date, and the motherfucking charge, and the fucking district, state, and county you was arrested in. This is a fact.
I don't know about California, but I know some places, if it's not a current inmate, if it's not a current inmate, it won't show you that they got locked up unless there's an associated case.
No, you sound dumb as fuck. In the state of California, when you're arrested,
as I said,
and they book you in, your mugshot, the time, date, the charge, the bail amount, if you bailed, if they release you on the OR, or if you have a no bail, it's going to register in our system, period.
So, all right, so hold on. So let me ask you this question. So you're telling me if I give you a name of a random California resident, you can see all their arrests from past?
We gonna see every motherfucking thing, bro. Like, that's standard.
And wait. And so what has this record? Because I know, again, I was trying to make the reference to other states. I don't know about Cali.
What do you mean, bro?
No, in some states, unless there is an associated case.
Bro, hey, listen, bro, I don't give a fuck about your some states act. Listen, you younger than me.
All right, what? I'm gonna try to find this. No, whack. We gotta fact check everything.
You sounding stupid.
No, whack. We're gonna try to fact check.
Fuck your some state, act. Fuck your some state. We in California.
Okay.
Stop talking about some states.
Okay, so you're telling me
what you're trying to do, you know, when the motherfuckers send a goddamn missile.
No, I'm trying to be logical.
You know what they do?
Yeah.
They throw these things out to distract the missile.
No, whack.
California, act. California.
Whack. Okay, you're right. We're sticking with California. So
yeah, there we go, nigga.
So, all right.
Stop talking about.
Perfect. So you're saying if I look up Eugene Henley, I'm gonna see every arrest he's ever got.
If you look up Eugene Henley, yes, we can pull that up. You'll see that. But what you will see,
I'm gonna see every time he's arrested in his life.
On Pacer, look. If you go look up Eugene
that's a case.
Right
that's
now,
a case. That's an incarceration, and that's a federal situation.
No, it doesn't matter. Federal. Hey, bro.
You only get whack. You can't look up arrest on Pacer. You can't look up whack. You cannot look up Pacer.
Pull up Jonathan Porter.
You can't look up in a.
It's gonna show you. It's gonna tell you state prison.
On Pacer, it'll show a detention order.
Pacer is feds.
Yeah, okay, cool. That's what I'm saying. So if we look up Jonathan Porter, we will see every single again. I think you're over talking me, so you're missing the point. I'm not saying
bro.
that. I'm not saying arrests don't get locked.
Hey, bro, listen, act. I want you to really use your brain. Hear me out, nigga.
Okay.
If I'm telling on if I'm on Clubhouse saying Brick Baby just got caught with an AK.
Okay.
Right?
Was he still arrested at the time?
45 minutes after, 45 minutes after he's caught.
Okay.
Right? Follow me.
Okay.
You think my team on there ain't on the motherfucking computer running him all day? This nigga never popped up.
But how can we
watch this?
How can we prove
watch
it other
this.
than listen to you?
Wait. I'm finna show you the other shady side of this. You ready for this?
Yeah.
He lied to Adam because he was broke and did what? Had Adam give up $10,000 for bail money, right? And there was never no bail.
Yeah, he's a finesser. I expect that.
No. Okay, but wait. Listen, there was never no bail.
Mm-hmm.
They let him go. Listen, he was at the substation. That's where he was. But we could not find record of his arrest. See, the minute they put that in there, they know we can see it. We know you hot. You get what I'm saying? The minute we see, oh, nigga, you got a gun case. Nigga, you right here. This your booking number. Now we want to see your bail receipt or your OR receipt. The nigga lied, I got a bail. He ain't thinking niggas gonna check. This why he used to get mad and say, this police cop nigga whack. No, whack come from the 100 side of the trenches on Clubhouse, where I got a whole motherfucking team. That's all they do, and you know that,
Okay, so
I said, hey, homie, we can't find record of your arrest. Where is that?
So wait.
Where's your court date?
All right, let me ask this
I
question.
got a PA.
So you're telling me that I could find a record of because he's been arrested a bunch of times in Cali. You're telling me every one of his other arrests
Cali
is there.
and Georgia. See, look, listen, bro.
No, I know he's been in Georgia too.
I'm gonna say this again. You're book smart, but you're dumb in common sense.
Yeah, but
hear me out.
So he's never been arrested
Hear
in
me
Cali.
out. I want you to follow me, bro, because it's like weird. You do stupid shit.
No.
Listen,
I'm trying to get to the facts. I want to prove this.
Listen, if I know you just got hauled away in the back of a police car on June 23rd, 2023 at 10 in the morning, right? 10 in the morning, right? Okay, we wait to about 2:33. You know what we're doing? We're running your name. It don't pop up. Okay, bro, wait till 6, 7 o'clock. We're running your name. It don't pop up. Watch this. We wait till the next day. Follow me, right? It's June 24th now, right? You're running the name. Follow me. It don't pop up. But guess who ends up popping up? Brick Baby pops up free. How did you get free when you ain't never showing being booked in, nigga? You following me?
Okay, I'm hearing
Follow
you.
me. Where's your fucking booking shit at? Oh, Adam bailed me out. In order to get a bail, you gotta get booked first. No booking, no bail. You get what I'm saying?
I'm perfectly hearing you, and I understand. I'm gonna call it a theory, even though I believe it.
So when you go to talking about
how could I prove
his
it though?
arrest in 2010, yes, we can go see all that too. We can pull all that up.
So what if I run? So I'm gonna have someone email the DA out there in LA County, and we're gonna get his arrest report.
Hey, I don't give a fuck who you email, nigga. We can run a motherfucker right now.
No. Hear what I'm saying. So you're saying that arrest just won't pop up
right now, bro. We can pull up 4 extras right now.
Yeah, because
right now,
isn't he currently still locked up?
He just went back, nigga, on the 10th.
All right.
And if we pull him up right now,
no, I agree. I'm saying, how could we prove that he never was booked in post?
Wait. Do you know what it's going to show if we pull up 4 extras right now?
It's going to say he's in custody. But what I'm saying is that...
And wait, you know what else it's going to say?
But how can we prove that he was never booked? Like, I'm trying to get it proven now. Because right now you're telling me, listen to me and the Hunter side. And I said, all right, let me just do my due diligence because I'm down with you to say he was working.
Go to the same, look, bro.
We
go
can't prove
to
it?
the same exact. Go to lausd.org and put Brick Baby's name in, like you put 4X's name in.
But that shows current inmates, not inmates that's been released.
Okay. And I just went over that. Yo, act, just because you slow don't mean I'm slow. Didn't you just hear me tell you we ran this nigga name for 3 days and it never popped up even after he got out the next day claiming he got bailed out? How you get a bail, nigga, when you ain't showing you was booked in?
So
Where's your
essentially,
arrest?
so essentially you're telling us we can't ever prove if he was booked or not. We got to go off the fact that you guys checked it, and because you didn't find it, which you guys have no reason to lie.
That's what we do know. You know he said Adam bailed him out, right?
He did say that.
So that means it's going to show he went to jail June 23rd, 2023. It's going to show it.
We could pull up.
Shit, my microphone way over here. I'm tripping. salute to academics. I see what academics is doing. I'm peeping what he doing. I like what he just did there. You see what he doing? He said, so there's no other way to prove what you saying. We just have to go with that you guys ran it over there on your side, the Hunter side. Then he thought about like, oh shit, Wack gonna catch on to that. But you see, because y'all don't have no reason to lie about it. You know what I'm saying? I see what academics is doing. I see exactly what academics is doing. Pay attention.
Up, and we could get it from the DA.
LAUSD.org.
Yeah.
Or Pacer. Feds is Pacer. Counties LAUSD. You're not gonna find it, bro.
Well, Pacer will be feds.
Yes.
LAUSD.
You're not.
You know what?
Listen. You're not gonna find it in either system.
Okay. All right. What? So if I find an arrest record of his, that mean, and I'll take this as a challenge because I'll send the thing with the only thing with LA.
There's two phases to it. You gotta show. Listen. You have to show. You have to show your arrest, right? Mm-hmm. Show your bail receipt or your OR receipt, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then your court date. Ain't no nigga in Los Angeles.
I'm writing three things down.
Hear me out. Ain't no nigga in LA getting the first court date stretched out 2.5 years, my brother. That is impossible.
Okay. All right. So if I get an arrest report and he was released on recognizance, so he should have some type of release.
It'll say OR. It'll say bail, OR, no bail. It'll tell you. It's gonna tell you all that, bro.
Hey, you know, I might do one better. Do I have to get this independently, or could I just holler at his lawyer? I'm pretty sure his lawyer would just send it to me because they have his full criminal history.
Hey, bro, it don't matter. I'm gonna do one better. I'm gonna have my team pull his whole profile up.
All right.
It's about a fact here. I said, I got a blast.
We got to get to the bottom of this. So
we don't got to get to the bottom of shit. But we already know.
Wack, if you're saying somebody's working and somebody's basically a snitch, the nigga's locked up with a bunch of trips.
Hey, bro, his paperwork say he's snitch.
Okay. But isn't protocol that if there's a snitch in the vicinity, they should be beating his ass, and it would be fucked up if he's getting his ass beat over false.
Hey, bro. He ain't hit the yard yet. He over there in the little shit. When he get to the regular spot, it's gonna be a problem. Believe that. Believe that. That paperwork, ain't nobody trying to.
See, that's what I love about what Ack is doing right now. I love that he just made that point right there, exactly that point alone. You calling him a snitch without anything showing that he's a snitch. You just talking about you talking about situation, just accusational situations, and we have to go off the word of you on the Hunter side, which is all federalized. All y'all are either feds or working with the feds because he's a fed. So we supposed to go off the word of y'all. And on top of that, you doing this and screaming this now while that man is behind bars. And let's just say it comes out that Brick Baby ain't did no snitching, no nothing. And he ended up getting poked up, beat up, jumped or even killed in there because of you running your mouth out here calling that man a snitch while he behind them bars. What kind of dude is you? You a grimy dude, you know that? And let me remind y'all of this. Everybody that's still on this live listening. Wack said it himself. Don't take my word for it. He told you himself. He said that Dale Morrison, who is a snitch, an informant on this Rico, told him he flipped and he's an informant. And Wack told him, man, shit, I told you Big U was extorting and doing whatever he was working or whatever he said he told him, and continued to talk to him and chill with him, and even got him on a phone call with Loose Cannon, a 3-way call and the whole shebang bang, knowing that he's wired, knowing that they all wired. Think about that. The exposers was real chummy with an informant this whole time. Let's talk about it.
I hear you talking about a child custody, nigga. You said you tired of doing what the police tell you to do. That's the problem.
Do you think that further information that's gonna come out is gonna just further confirm that he was a police cooperative? Okay. Is he the only one telling? What was Big U working too?
I don't know.
Well, you said the paperwork says that Brick was working. Who else is working?
No, his paperwork says that. You got to remember, nothing in Big U's paperwork. I mean, you know, he's on the phone reckless, but it ain't nothing on there. It's saying Big U gave up information on this person or he's cooperating with this person. It's just him on wiretap saying crazy shit.
At one point, you did insinuate that Big U was working because he had a black.
No, Big U. See, stop saying dumb shit. That's the GRID program, bro.
No. Hold on. Wait.
That's the GRID program.
I know it's a GRID program, but you said.
Yeah, we all say he working with that.
You said.
That's a fact.
Oh, okay, but you're saying.
We're not. You talk. Look, bro.
You never believe it was working.
When you say in the paperwork act, so you a square nigga, don't know what the fuck.
Did y'all hear that? Salute to what Ack is doing. I hope y'all understand what Ack is doing and what he's attempting to do. He's exposing him by letting this dude talk and just asking him the basic questions and letting him tell on himself. When they talked about the GRID program and that BlackBerry, he was indicating, even with Loose Cannon, that BlackBerry he was using to notify law enforcement about things that was going on in the hood. That's a fact. He also indicated that the GRID program, that was a police program and he read what the contract said, not saying Big U was actually complying with what's in the contract, but he wanted to make sure that was indicated or insinuated that since he's part of the GRID program with this BlackBerry, he was absolutely out here doing police-ish. That's a fact. Listen to how he tries to dance around that. We all said, no, we all didn't say that. We all didn't know. We didn't even know about that till you brought that to the table. But you have to backpedal on that because in the indictment, it says that was one of the issues the feds had with him. He was uncooperative. Interesting. But for a year or so, you went around on social media calling that man a snitch because he had this so-called BlackBerry and was part of the GRID program. Now he don't know nothing. We're going to listen to a little bit more of this and we're going to go.
You talking about? You're talking about the indictment. You get what I'm saying?
What's this truck driver's name?
I got you, Mike.
What's this truck driver's name? What's this truck driver's name?
I got you, Muddy.
Alonzo Zoe Scott.
I got you.
Alonzo Zoe Scott. Alonzo Zoe Scott.
Now let's listen to him tell us who he is again.
But then again, you know how the feds work. We don't care how many chickens or turkeys you pass out. Yeah. We don't care how many book bags you didn't pass out.
Yeah.
What we care about is these wiretaps. We care about these confidential informants. And we care about your actions within the means of the law.
That's
In that
nasty work.
indictment, nothing in that indictment says that. Now, if you're talking about the grid program,
I'm talking about what you said previously, because we never
grid program. We stand on that. We got the contracts, bro.
Why you keep cutting them off? Can he finish his thought, please?
Okay, no. Whack. When I remember, they could
That's the grid program.
I know it's a grid program, but when you spoke about it previously, you said this guy has a fucking BlackBerry and
program.
No, we know it's the grid program, but you insinuated that he was basically
There we go.
that he was basically working because he was.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So okay.
That's a fact. That ain't went nowhere. But
What do you mean it didn't go nowhere? It's in the indictment. He was not cooperative with the grid program. That's one of the biggest issues they had with him. He wouldn't cooperate. What is he talking about? Do you see how he just lies like that and tries to force a narrative on you? Do you see that? He is forcing a narrative. Before the indictment came out, what I said is the truth. You seen what the contracts say. Don't argue with me here. Argue with the paperwork. Argue with the work. That's what the work say. So then the actual work come out. The indictment drop, and it says he was uncooperative. Do you believe the feds would have? Don't you think they would have loved to say that he was also cooperating? Wouldn't you think that? They would want to make him as muddy as possible. If there was anything that they can point to of him cooperating with the grid program, don't you think they would have pointed all that out in this indictment? The fact that they couldn't was killing him alone. And even with the proof out there, he still is going to say the work, that's a fact. That's a fact. The work is the work. That's what the grid program. What does that mean? We know what the grid program means and what it stipulates and what it's asking for, but the fucking question is, did he cooperate? And the answer is no.
when you're talking about paperwork, that's indictment. In his indictment, nothing in that indictment says in that indictment shit with those people in there that he did that to those people. The grid program.
Case closed. There's nothing else to talk about after that, sir. And you know it. But you want to continue to put that on him because you know what you are. You trying to put on him what you are. No, we not falling for that. We know what you are, and we know what Big U ain't. And a rat is not it.
Which is a total separate entity, a total separate situation.
Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me, Dice TV. Come on, gang. Come on, gang. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Come on, gang.
That spells out what you got to do.
Salute the 607 up.
All the shit. Yes, nigga, you're cooperating with LAPD.
Oh, okay. That's what you meant. Okay, cool. It's Loose working. And Loose is my man, so you can't break my heart like that.
I know there's nothing in there to say that, bro. Nothing in. There's not even a wiretap on Loose.
So Brick is the only
snitch. You got two niggas. Well, one nigga for sure telling on Loose, and possibly a second one.
Who you think that's Brick, baby?
On Loose. No, nigga.
That's the nigga you talking to, Act.
That was getting extorted.
Who you talking to, Act?
Paperwork, bro.
No, I did, but you're also putting, like, for example, other than that line.
There's no way you read the indictment paperwork.
No, I've read every paperwork, Wack. I come on.
Okay, so why would
stop
you
playing with
mention
that?
Baby's name with Loose?
Because here's the thing. Hold on.
Let him talk.
You're saying Brick was working, but you can't tell me.
Working, but I never said, bro.
You can't tell me anybody that.
Paperwork. Hold on, let me tell you.
You can't tell me nobody put in jail. Who he put in jail?
No,
who he put in jail, Wack? Who he put in jail, Wack? It's a simple question. Who did he inform on? If he's an informant, if Brick Baby did some telling, he's an informant. He informed. Who did he inform on? I know that you informed. Who was it? You informed on Poochie. You informed on Suge. Who else, man? The Big U. There's a few people we can point to that you did some informant work on, but who did Brick Baby work on? Because you has yet to point that out.
The paperwork.
I did.
Who are the two people that the victim was able to identify?
Was able to identify.
Stop playing with me.
In what situation?
You're a liar. You didn't read the paperwork.
No, of course I read the paperwork. Now, you have a better
whack.
You have a better understanding of the paperwork because you know some of these people. I don't know these people, so I'm only seeing names.
Fuck what you talk about. You're a liar
Wow.
right now. The paperwork said it was 7 to 9 robbers, and the fucking victim can identify 2 of them.
Loose Cannon and some other guy. Yeah, okay.
Who's the other guy? I mean, you know that because I just said 2. Who's the other guy? You read the word.
I only know the name. Again, that's what I said. You know some of these other guys' names intimately?
No, nigga, what's the last name? It's saying last names.
I don't know if it was like,
it's
not Robinson. It's some. I forgot who it is. But
okay, well.
All I know is when I see Williams, that's Loose Cannon.
Listen, bro. Brick Baby's last name is Mitchell, not Robinson.
I know.
Why the fuck did you tie Brick Baby to Loose Cannon? In this indictment,
Hold
don't
on.
make sense.
No. The reason why I'm asking you is because you're telling me that Brick is 100% working, but we can't link him to no one that has gotten incarcerated. We haven't seen his name in any paperwork.
Beautiful, I love it.
I'm gonna accept the fact that you game goofy and dumb to the game.
No. 6ix9ine's name is all in Harv's paperwork. Harv is in jail because of 6ix9ine. That's a fact.
Hey, ask your chat. Is anybody in your chat ex-con? Just ask it and tell me if anybody says yes.
They can hear you and they're gonna spam it.
Is anybody ex-con? Yes or no?
But Wack, you're moving the goalposts a little bit.
No, I'm not. No, I'm about to show you something. Is anybody in your chat ex-con? Ask your chat.
We're having a bunch of people say yes.
Okay, ask your chat. If you are arrested for a shooting, an ex-convict for a shooting, or arrested for getting caught with AK-47s in the state of California, it is illegal. Will you go 2.5 years with no court date and fucking not have no history of ever showing being booked? Ask.
So you get cracked with guns in Wheeler, Texas, sundown town, and ammunition, and a felon. And you fought the case for years, you say. The Main Street case gets squared away, and just out of thin air, your case gets dismissed in the interest of justice. But you didn't do no snitching? You ain't do no work? What is the interest of justice? Wack, listen, man. You know, we shouldn't throw rocks in glass houses with glass chins because you might get clipped. Who is Brick Baby informing on? Who was he working on? And what was the interest of justice that got your case dismissed? That's a simple question. A legal search and seizure, that's over. We're not even going to entertain that no more. So what was the other reason that your attorney got you off on, and can you provide the paperwork for that? You should be able to. Easy. You should be able to do both. Brick Baby did some telling. Who did he do some telling on? Who do you think he did some? You're not even giving us a who do you think he did some informing on. We just want to know what work did he do, if he did some. You're talking in a circle, and academics got you against the ropes. I'm telling you. I like it. I see what he's doing. Let's go.
They're hearing this. So you're saying that's all the proof you have that he's a snitch? You don't know nobody sent to jail?
You don't need and the paperwork.
All right, hold on, Wack. So anybody who got
the paperwork.
Hold on. If he was working, anybody who got sent to jail.
Academic,
I hear you.
You're gonna admit that he said, "I'm tired of doing what the police is telling me to do."
I'm not denying that he said that. What I'm saying is that how come we have nobody because what happens is if he cooperated and helped somebody get locked up, his name gonna be in their paperwork.
Hey, bro, this is what we're gonna do. Like, I don't understand some dumbass square shit. It's like if you don't get.
So we can call him a snitch even though we have no proof he sent anyone to jail.
Facts.
Hey, bro, for one, he's telling his
Wake it up, Act.
He's saying he's cooperating in
Look
his
at that face.
Two,
Look at that face. Look at him.
you were arrested in fucking
He know he capped.
for a shoot. You were arrested in June 2023 for fucking assault rifles, and it never shows you being booked.
And you was cracked in Wheeler, Texas, and you got caught on the phone conspiring to commit kidnapping, murder in the Main Street case. On wiretap. The whack boy, that's you, the whack boy. CS2 back, they made a typo. They was supposed to put the W, but they put a B. I don't think that really matters. What matters is that it's you. You were caught on federal wiretap, sir. For conspiracy to commit kidnapping murder. You gave up Stutterbox's address. They caught you on wiretap. And because of that and how valuable you were to the feds and how angry Greg Kading was at Stutterbox, he went into that courtroom and blew up their case. And that's how the Main Streets walk free. And you said that you got the Main Streets free because you called in a favor. But Greg Kading said that you was a MFing lie. He said you lying out your motherfucking teeth is what he said. He said you had nothing to do with the case and them being free other than they ran up, they got some information about you may have some information. So they looked into you, and you wasn't doing nothing but just driving your truck and doing a good and doing a good job being a civilian, blah 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 barf. And they let you go. Then you went up there to the 186th floor at the federal building where the flapjacket's at. To get your belongings, something that your attorney gets paid to handle for you. But I guess you wasn't that busy around that time. Maybe Ray J wasn't working on a project. I don't know if you was with the game probably then. Maybe the game was doing some other things, so you had some time in your hand to go up there to the feds. Then you say you talked to them feds when you was up there. So which one is it? Did you go to get your information, your paperwork, or whatever they took from you, or did they bring you up there to question you? Because you say you called and they was talking about a shipment but they thought it was a shipment of some work, and you proved that it was about your trucking job. So you got more explaining to do than Brick Baby, if you want me to be honest with you. There's a lot of unanswered questions about your whole get down, sir. To have the audacity to be on this phone with academics trying to press him and try to force him and his people to believe that Brick Baby had did some telling without one single shred of evidence. You must be out your goddamn mind. The people are not boo-boo the fool, sir. Yeah, you wasn't as slick as you thought you were. You know what I'm saying? You know, people just wasn't looking into you. But once they did, oh my God, they unraveled a lot about you. But let's finish this.
And you never had a court date. On that and that alone, with your paperwork saying you're tired of doing what the police tell you to do, yes, nigga, you're working. And I just sent you a clip of a dude that you seen get arrested and now is volunteering to go to work. That same dude that got caught with that gun, right? He's in the back seat. I sent you the clip. They telling him, you want to go to work?
Oh yeah,
you know
he's a
more
victim.
guns at? He said, yeah, but y'all gonna let me go? I ain't going to jail? Yeah, we gonna let you go. That same little nigga probably was on his way to the liquor store. You know what happens when he walks back up in them projects? They ain't gonna think nothing of it. And you know what he gonna do to stay out of jail? He gonna keep leading the police to other people to make arrests. And those other people, some of them turn out like him and they start working. And then they start doing the same shit. And you look up and they got 50 informants running around the hood.
Okay.
They ain't gotta give them. You know what I'm saying?
All right, what?
Like that's when we say you're working, it's that. When we say you snitched on a nigga, that's the paperwork identified you snitched on a nigga.
Okay, whack. Perfect. So I'm going, and you know what? You finally convinced me. So now let me say this: Brick is incarcerated.
Hey,
Hold on, wait, hold on.
business,
Don't cut me off. Don't cut me off. Well, you claimed he's a victim of extortion of Big U. So he should.
No.
You didn't say that?
Slow down.
Okay, explain.
See, niggas like you do weird, dumbass shit like that.
No.
Wow.
That's what you said.
No, motherfucker. That ain't what the fuck I said.
Yes, it
that's
is.
what the paperwork said.
Okay, but you read what the paperwork said and said you said it that's what happened. You read the paperwork. And you said it in a way that made people believe that you believed it. I love how this nigga be trying to backpedal like we dumb.
Okay, perfect. So you said what the paperwork said. So I'm going with what the paperwork said that you repeated. So now that he's locked up, if he's been working, that means you're predicting he's going to flip against Big U as someone who got extorted. Because if he's been working for a couple of years, why would he keep working now to get out?
Hey, bro.
So if he doesn't testify
hey, listen. This is when you doing your dumb build out of science guy shit. I can't tell you who we gonna flip on while the fuck he in there.
But it would make no sense though. If he told then and not tell now.
I can tell you from 2022 when he got caught doing the shooting until motherfucking March 2025, I can tell you a few key things. A, it's 2 violent felonies he got caught dead bang for that he wasn't show being booked for, and he never had a court date. 3, I can show you. Listen, the third thing I can show you is his paperwork, where on his wiretap he tells the bitch, "I'm tired of doing what the police is telling me to do."
Whack, you're repeating the same thing, which I agree with. Okay, I'm on your side now. No,
I can't tell you. Listen.
I'm now saying why, if he was working then, why wouldn't he work?
You bozo niggas doing this.
If he's working when he's on the streets, why wouldn't he work when they get locked up?
I can't tell you who he's gonna flip on now. That ain't my discussion. Can't tell you. We gotta wait to see. I don't know what he's gonna do now. I can tell you.
Do you predict him flipping on Big U?
No. Hey, bro. I'm gonna say this, bro.
If he was working when he was free, why not work when he's in jail?
Listen, bro. Stop coming at me like I'm slow, bro.
No, I'm asking questions, Wag.
I don't know what the fuck he's gonna do. I can tell you what's in the paperwork. What the paperwork supports up until this day is everything I'm saying. Ain't no assumptions right there.
But,
now, what we are
assuming. We're assuming a bunch of stuff now. Like we're assuming that there's not going to be paperwork that says.
I'm not assuming. No, look, listen. See, when I'm talking about what's in the paperwork, that's not an assumption. That's what's in the paperwork. You get what I'm saying? This ain't no assumption. What you talking about is an assumption.
Okay, so you're going off the facts. You're going off the facts.
Yeah, I'm picking on what's in the work, bro. What's supported. I can show you where that is.
Yeah, but right in the work, it never said that he sent no one to jail, but you said he's working.
Hey, bro, I don't think. Hey, let's move on, bro, because you're not going to get it. You sound dumb as fuck.
Oh, man.
Nobody is going to get caught shooting. Hey, look, Blueface had a freeway shooting. You hear me? The world watched him. You understand what I'm telling you? They watched him in the middle of the freeway. Listen, he got booked. Okay? You saw him get booked, and then he got bailed out. And then we was in court, nigga, in the next 4-5 days. And we was in court for the next year fighting the case. You see, it was a court date. Ain't no 2.5 years, nigga. And within that 2.5 years, you get caught up again with an AK-47.
Okay.
And it ain't no court date. Fuck out of here, bro.
So hold on. If you know, again, if you, I don't know if you communicate.
That's pretty much the end of that clip right there. Gee. So yeah, man, that dude there is something else. He still can't tell us who Brick Baby told on or is telling on. He just says he's telling. While he's locked up. So if you don't know who he's telling on, you can't prove for a fact that he's working. Why are we speaking on it? Why are you even speaking on it? Considering he's behind bars and there could be a really good explanation for anything and everything that's going on with him. Why are you talking about it right now? Why you want to put that man's life in danger like that? You's a dirty, dirty, dirty mother effer. You really are. Because that type of shit is not just content. Salute the academics for real. For making that point on the live and for the people to hear. For millions of people, hopefully millions of people by now, to hear. Straight up. That is crazy. Just somebody that your nemesis in the podcast game. Yeah, y'all didn't like each other, but you ain't did nothing to each other. Families or nothing like that. Y'all was even communicating with each other when we didn't even know it. So while he in jail, you want to run the narrative on him that he's snitching? So you really want something to happen to him? You care about the content that much that you would jeopardize Brick Baby's life? And you know he has a family, kids to get home to? Whatever's going to happen is going to happen in jail. They check the paperwork in jail. That's a fact. Nobody's going to get to walk around without showing that paperwork. So he's already going to be up against it. So you want to add more fuel to the fire? For what, though? What's your motive, man? Really, what's your motive? Because you can't do this selective politicking. You knew that Dale Morrison was an informant turned informant. He told you a while ago. You had knew it with over a year after everything hit the fan. He had known that Dale Morrison was an informant. Did they ever do a exposure YouTube on him? Did the exposers expose him on Clubhouse yet? But no, you was still communicating with Dale Morrison, setting him up on calls with Loose Cannon. The energy that you have for Brick Baby right now, I don't see that same energy reciprocated to Dale. That's interesting to me. It's like, you hated the fact that it came out that there's some connection between you and Dale, so you tried to get ahead of it. The Dale nigga, I know the nigga. Remember when he was saying that? I know the nigga. Dale? Yeah, I know the nigga. Mm-hmm. Sure do. And you know he an informant. But you didn't have no problem still communicating with him and doing business with him. Even today. Did he do any content on Dale Morrison? Do y'all know? Maybe I missed it because I don't be on Clubhouse like that no more unless I'm in District 13. Salute to District 13, you dig? Rocksteady, what up, sir? That's my guy. Yes, Crazy Ed, that's my guy, Florida boy. Phoenix, what up? Phoenix, what up? Phoenix J in the building. Yeah, to the whole squad though, man. Dude, what up, dude? Who names over there I'm missing? It's a lot. SS. I like SS. Salute to SS. Absolutely. But everybody over there. But I'm saying, maybe I missed it. Maybe I missed it. Maybe y'all can find it for me and send it to me. I would appreciate it. The some content that he did exposing Dale Morrison as the informant. It's better late than never, you know? Yeah. Going that brick like he crazy. Listen, man. It sounds like this is about to get real spooky for Wack. I don't know what's gonna happen. But I'm just waiting to see like the rest of us. They say it's gonna be a crazy hot summer. They say that what's ever about to happen is about to shake the foundation and shit. We gonna see. I just want to say, man, I appreciate everybody that rocked with me on this live. I think this might have been the longest live I've ever done. I just wanted to kick the shit with y'all, man. I really did. I ain't even try to come with no, like, you know, I did a decent job with some content for y'all, man, but I just wanted to shoot the shit. I ain't really, you know, sometimes, man, you know, I don't want to just be all about content all the time, man, but I know you got to do some, but I just like the vibe with the people, who support me, the Stand on the Media family, man. I just, you know, I gotta have that homie feel. You know what I'm saying? This shit can't be, you know, I can't go corporate with it. I'm the dude at the Fortune 500 company. If I had to wear a suit, I'm gonna have the Jordans on. If I gotta wear the I gotta clean it up, I'm gonna clean it up. But I'm gonna put the J's on. Some Wallabies, some old school. Throw the Wallabies on, something like that, man. I can't, you know. I feel more at home when I'm rocking with the people, with the family. And I don't mind meeting none of y'all. You know, I like all y'all jokers. You know, I love all my peons. I love all the peons since we all peons. I love y'all, man. Real shit. I really rock with y'all. We really a family. We ever get that opportunity, man, to hang out, chill, do some shit, man, I'm all for it. Swear to God. It's all love. 'Cause that's what it should be about at the end of the day. You know? Keeping our foot on these niggas' necks. But I'm going to get up out of here, though, man. I want to say, man, salute to my guy, though, man. Salute to IBM Hoodlum. Hold on, I dropped my thing. Hold on. Salute to him for the content, man, for doing his thing, keeping his foot on their neck. I told him, man, keep doing your thing, little bro. Keep doing your thing. Just be careful, be safe, keep your head on the swivel. Stay laser focused, tunnel vision. Keep going. You know. Don't let these suckers trick you out your spot, out your position. Look like you got a beautiful family, a beautiful home, a beautiful life. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that that's in the forefront of whatever you do whenever you do it. These suckers will try to trick you out your spot. And I'm talking to everybody that's still in this live listening. We see it. It's in our face, before our eyes. Salute to Scandalous Los Angeles because he makes sure we understand it. Salute to you for your impeccable work, man. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Do a damn good job. But pay attention, man. Don't let these people trick you out your spot, man. Trick you away from your family, man. And don't let one motherfucker tell you that we got to treat each other cold and cut each other off and not trust each other and everybody snakish and everything. Man, listen, don't let somebody manipulate you into thinking that everybody think like that and all of us is the same, because we motherfucking not. Yeah, is there some out there? Of course it is. That's why you got to keep the motherfucking grass cut. But not all of us is like that. It's real genuine love from some of us. So I ain't gonna spew that type of bullshit on my page. Fuck out of here. You keep that bullshit over there. Straight the fuck up. Because that shit annoys me. Because what the fuck you saying? Our black people ain't no good. We all fucking animals. It's impossible for us to work as a unit and build something. That's that same type of mindset that keeps us in the fucking gutter anyway. That's that house nigga mentality that keeps us from evolving. That's what I hear when I hear that. I don't know about y'all. That's what the fuck I hear. When I hear that shit make my blood boil. I agree. There's some snaky son of a you know what in this space. Oh, I know it. Oh, I know. They think a nigga don't know, but a nigga know. So I keep that bird eye on them. But I ain't gonna let their imperfections or their secret motives prevent me from building with another fellow brother or sister in this space that wants to grind and build something special like me. Fuck out of here. You don't know how to walk and chew bubblegum at the same time, little dude? Anyway. Salute to everybody. Salute to the team. Salute to Du Sims, Yayo, Damu, Kiwi Conversations. Salute big. Salute to Scandalous Los Angeles. Most Scandalous Los Angeles TV. All of the Scandalous Los Angeles channels. My mouth is super dry, yo. I'm sorry. De Niro Jones, salute to you. Sherm, salute my brother from another mother. First pick. D Twizzy in the building. Giving life, man. I said first pick. I'm going to say it again. First pick. American Negro. News. I gotta go subscribe to you. If you really be doing your channel, man, I don't think I'm subscribed, but I swear to God, if you really like an active channel, then I'm gonna subscribe to you right now, bro. Cause you always show up and show out. Fan West TV too. I believe I'm already subscribed to you, but I'll double check that. Y'all's favorite son. Salute to you. Salute to all you beautiful people. I'll catch y'all on the other side. We're gonna let CS2 back tell us exactly who he is, okay? I hope y'all listening. Let's go.
But then again, you know how the feds work.
And it's from Scandalous Page.
Chickens or turkeys you pass out. Yeah. We don't care how many book bags you done passed out.
I got you.
What we care
I got you,
about
American
is
Negro.
these wiretaps. We care about these
I got you.
confidential informants, and we care about your actions within the means of the law.
This here is Stand on the Media. Real nigga shit. Let's go. Cali, we in the building, nigga. Cali in the building. They better believe it. They hate because we win. We be winning over here. I don't know. You know. Don't hate us. Congratulate us. We ain't gonna let no suckers that don't represent us smear the reputation that we have here on this West Coast. And we love all the coasts. East, North, South. It's all love. But this here the West. I feel like I'm a rapper.